and direct on Facebook and YouTube. How y'all doing?
Hey guys.
See who? Oh wait, she's on the side. Do you see who I have here with us tonight, guys? Listen, you're in for a special treat, okay? Leah V is out and about, enjoying the weekend, taking a break from things. Very earned and deserved break. But to step in and hold it down for Virtual Voices, we've got my girl here, Treasure Lay, who is the right hand and like the part of the backbone of the Rose Garden events. You guys don't know, but there's a lot of things that Treasure takes care of that helps the Rose Garden events kind of keep growing, right? So welcome, Treasure. Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you. I'm so excited, guys. This is my first time ever co-hosting officially. So I'm
Hey.
excited. I hope that I'll let y'all down now because
Oh,
I'm
stop
a
it.
little nervous.
Stop
No,
it.
I'm all right. I'm all right. Thank you so much, J Rose, for trusting me to help you, man.
I
I love
love
what I do
you.
and I hope that we continue to do amazing things.
Yes, yes. Listen, girl, you help out with so much. You do so much. Let me tell you, I be dragging Treasure to different cities to come help me film the J Rose experience. I
It's
be dragging her to the live
unbelievable.
events. Listen, you hold it down. So I just appreciate that you're here and that you are gonna be a great host. So I ain't even stressed. You gonna do fine. Don't be nervous. But
Yes.
thank you, thank you, thank you. So before we get started, we're gonna stick to the routine. You know what I'm saying? So Treasure is gonna break down some of the rules and regulations, and then we're gonna get into getting this open mic popping.
So, in honor of Leah V, right? Shout out to Leah V sending positive vibes her way. Thank you so much, first of all, for giving me a nice guideline. I feel like if she was here, she would make us introduce ourselves. So I'm gonna go first and say, "Hey guys, it's your girl Treasure Lay here to slay." And then you gonna do
Hey,
yours.
yes.
It's I could it's J Rose. Come on,
Because
Leah
you
V.
already know. You can't ask me because, like, even I mess it up, and Leah V has to hold it down for me.
That's so funny. Wait, what was it? You just said it. It's J Rose. You
It's
already
James
know.
Rose because you already know. I believe that's how it is. We're gonna have to check with Leah V later on.
Yes, and this is virtual voices. So, virtual voices. Number one rule is that this is a safe space. Safe. So that means everyone's welcome. We're gonna be nice. We're not gonna have any hate speech. Everyone gets 5 minutes to perform, and that doesn't necessarily mean one piece. But if you're not sure of time, you can always ask. Make sure to follow one another. As the performers go up, you will see a banner with each performer's names and social media handles on the bottom, so make sure to use that to expand the network. Eventbrite gets first dibs. And Eventbrite is super important. So even if you didn't register and you joined Virtual Voices tonight because of the other option of joining, I want to stress that Eventbrite is the best way to go because after we have fun tonight, you will get an email with everyone's name and handle, right? And I feel like when you drop the mic, you can I'm like, let me rewind. Let me rewind. Sorry, guys. So I'm like, let me stick to the banner thing. So as you guys see, there's a banner now, but as the performers go up, there's going to be a banner with the social media and the social media handles and the digital wallets. So make sure to follow each other. Eventbrite gets first dibs, but you can drop a mic in the comment to perform. For all those that are watching on Facebook and YouTube, make sure to share the video. Comment on your favorite lines so we can interact. Make sure to stay close to the microphone. If you're unsure of how you sound, check with us. Donate to the best open mic in the game.
Yes.
We appreciate all contributions. So do the artists. Cash apps, and Venmos are listed as the performers perform. Share the Facebook video to your page. When we say you're on deck, that means that after the following performer, you will be performing. So let's say it's me. I'm up to the stage, and J Rose is on deck. That's her cue to get ready, to get her instrumentals, or get her lighting right, get her makeup touched up. When she's on deck, that means it's time for her to get ready. She's up to perform. Let's see. I think that I got everything.
Yeah, you broke it down. You broke it down. Yes.
Yeah,
So
I just that Eventbrite thing with the. I love that we can drop the mic to join the performance, but if you do get the Eventbrite, that's where the work that I do behind the scene comes in. But then, we don't forget to put your Cash App, and we make sure that people, when they receive the thank you emails, that you're included in them.
right.
And that's it.
That's right.
I'll remind you guys again of the rules later.
Yes, definitely. So if you want to perform, you didn't get to register, feel free, drop a mic in the comments. Let us know you're watching. Say hello. Don't be shy. We see y'all watching. Like, say what's up. Good evening. It's a Friday night. I know it's beautiful outside in at least on the East Coast. So, thank you guys for sharing your time with us. But yes, drop a mic if you want to pull up and bless the microphone. All right, I will slide into your DMs and I will send you the link to join us right here in StreamYard so we can perform. And this is being streamed live on Facebook and YouTube, so you guys can comment wherever you are, and you'll get the link. All right. So we should get this mic started. We're waiting for some performers to come in. It's kind of like a quiet night. I don't know. Sometimes like these nights, like they be starting real intimate. Good morning. Good evening. Good morning. You hear me? Sometimes these nights, hi Alasha, how are you? Welcome. Make sure you share, let people know that this is going on. So like sometimes these nights start off a little slow, because people kind of start trickling in, and then it's like a flood of performers. So I don't know why it works out that way, but it's all good in the hood. So let's get it started. Sheesh, I didn't even think about like what point are you gonna perform Treasure Lay? Because those of you that don't know Treasure, like she's not just here to like be co-hosting and like kikiing with us. You know what I'm saying? Like
it's not even. I'm not even
she be spitting fire.
Yes, I'm definitely gonna share. I was working on a poem, so I'm gonna try some poetry for you guys.
Right. Okay. I'm excited to hear that poetry. Y'all about to get put on, because let me tell you, when we were in Tampa and Treasure jumped up on stage at an open mic, she had everybody shocked. Like people were looking at me like, how dare you not tell me she's this talented? And I was like, I thought y'all knew. Like, I'm sorry.
That was amazing. Like I could never that changed my life. I can never go back to being the same person, man. After that night, it was just like, what? Like, there were people coming from the outside into the building as we were all performing, and it was like amazing,
Yeah.
Like, having people come up to you and just wanting to follow you, like in a different state. Now I have friends in Florida. Like, it's amazing.
Yeah, for sure. All right. So, I don't even know what poem I'm gonna do. Any requests? I'm weird like
I was
that.
like, I'm always down to hear that erotic stuff on a Friday night. So
Treasure is not playing. She is here to
I'm working on that side of me.
Okay, I ain't mad at that. Cool, yeah. So it's funny that you mentioned that, because I had an erotic open mic last week and it was fire. Like it actually went an hour longer than it was supposed to, because it was like So much shit going on. It was crazy. It was a really good night, and I couldn't go to sleep that night because I was like on like this adrenaline rush. So
Stay down.
I started writing a poem. So I'm gonna share it with y'all. It is an erotic poem. So if you guys have youngsters that are listening in, I suggest that you ask them to cover their ears or earmuffs or step out the room for a second because we starting virtual voices hot tonight. I haven't even titled it yet. I'm not even done with it, but tell me what y'all think. If you rock with it or not. Oh, can y'all see? Can you hear me? You good? All right. Yeah, I saw your thumbs up, Treasure. Oh, what did I do? Oh, there it is. Okay. I peeped you, I fucking me, the moment we locked eyes. What you was thinking? There she goes. What a lovely surprise. Did you think we'd end up tongue-tied, taking turns tasting each other's vibes as if time was made by our side? I ain't gonna front though. There's something about the way I'd put my mouth on you that would make you feel like a feast prepared in the hands of God. I bet you taste like Christmas morning excitement dipped in dark chocolate. From your velvety lips to the tip of your Okay, let me slow down. I'm getting too excited and I don't want you to drown just yet. So let's play a game. See if we're one of the same. It's called Do You Like That? Close your eyes and follow my voice with your mind. Let me push your head back and transcribe hymns of praise across your Adam's apple with the tip of my tongue. Your moans vibrating. Do you like that? Yeah, I think you like that. And that's all I got right now. It's like I'm playing with like the whole conversational approach to it. Oh, let's have some of our.
That was fire.
Thank you, baby.
That was
Thank
fire.
you. I'm working. It's a work in progress. It's a work in progress. Peace, fellas. Thanks for joining us. Hey, mira eso. Listen, I thought Treasure was gonna lace up the hair, like
Oh, that's supposed to be tomorrow before I go to you.
Okay. Cool. Aww. Love it. What's up, Aaron? How are you? Did you like shave your head? Did you like shave it all off? Yeah. We got like both dynamics. Mad hair, baldy, and mad hair. What are you eating, D? Ooh.
Share.
Ordered Applebee's. It's really good.
Ooh,
that sounds good.
Buen provecho.
Okay.
Yes. Bon appetit. Yeah, well, welcome guys. We're gonna get this started. It's always Virtual Voices starts off a little intimate at first and then things will pick up. Thank you, Z, for the flames. I don't know if it was for my poem or for the Applebee's, but we're gonna share the
for all of the above.
There is a delay, right, from StreamYard to Facebook. It's like a 40-second delay. So I don't know. The flames are probably for the Applebee's. I don't know. But yes, let's get started. Treasure, you gonna share something with us before we open up the mic?
Yes, I am.
Yay!
I'm gonna share something. As Leah V would say here, new shit. I'm spirit alive in here.
All right.
So I also didn't name this poem, but I wrote it when I was in Florida because me and Jay went to this erotic poetry mic, and I wanted to go up, but I was like, yo, I don't even have anything erotic. Like, all of my stuff's like super serious and like about the government. So I was like, all right, I'm gonna put myself up for the challenge. So it goes like this. I just want to vibe. Feel your hand between my thighs. Let's get high. I won't be shy. I'll let you lead the way. Tonight, though, I want to take over. So let's trade places. You be the song, and I'll be the composer. I want to awake all of your senses. I'll start with your sight, flame for light, wear something tight, show you what I know. I know. Oh my God. Show you I know what you like. Because I got you tempted to touch. But it's my turn to warm up shea butter and lather you up. I can feel the energy running through my fingers. This is just the appetizer. I'm getting you ready for dinner. Come eat and sip from this yoni river. It isn't a riddle. I'll swirl my tongue. I'll taste your flavor. My mouth waters now. I can't control my behavior. I hear the way you breathe. There's frequencies on the screen. I forget the rest of the world right now. It's just you and me. You smell so good to me, a natural scent that takes over me. I want to feel, I want to see, I want to smell, I want to hear, I want to taste. And then I need some more inspiration to finish it.
Hey, is that a like message for someone? Like,
um,
oh, okay.
I'm gonna keep it mysterious.
Excuse me. Okay. I like that. I like that.
Thank you.
I like the start. Yoni River. Look, you got Matt quoting you.
Yo, shout out to Matt, yo. Actually, he made me like one of these treasure TVs. Matt, true supporter. Thank you.
This is another one.
Is that my favorite person?
Look, do you remember? Look at D. You see D? You see D down there?
Oh, that's my little man.
Drink water, don't die. Remember?
Phoenix. I'm voting for Phoenix. He's gonna be president one day.
I told him today, I'm like, oh, I got virtual voices, and I said, but Leah V's on vacation. Can you guess who's gonna help me? And he was like, Treasure. And I'm like, yeah. Well, how you know it's Treasure? He was like, because that's my favorite person. And I was like,
oh. He's so cute.
I was like, okay. No problem.
He's seriously so cute. Yeah. Such a well-mannered young man, destined for greatness because his parents are amazing. Like, if you didn't know, you know now.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Yes, he's an amazing kid. Very special. But let's keep it moving and grooving. Or what did you say you were gonna say? Slipping and sliding. Let's keep it slipping and sliding. So since we have like a very intimate group in the room right now, you guys are welcome to just rock out, do 2-3 pieces if you want. And while I work on reminding people to come in. So yeah, Aaron, are you ready to kind of set it off tonight? All right.
Yep.
Let's get it popping. Please welcome to the stage one of our frequent flyers, Mr. Aaron Glover. Woo! I gotta set up my applause, all that.
Hey, what's up?
Peace.
Okay. So the first poem I'm gonna do is called I Miss When Honesty Mattered. You can hear me okay?
Yes, sir.
Okay. I miss when honesty mattered. I don't see it, so when I seek it, I wind up disappointed. Not in the truth that I find, but in the absence. I wonder if it'll make sense in the future. I don't expect it to, much in the same way I don't expect the future. I've come a long way from when I was afraid to tell the truth or to have real conversations with people. I preferred silence then. I preferred the company of my own thoughts. I feared reactions from people and I feared hurting feelings. I used to wonder a lot about all the things I never had, about all the things I missed out on because I wouldn't speak. It's a large part of the reason I speak with such honesty now, with such certitude, with such rectitude, because I can now weigh the cost of doing so. And I can deal with the thorns as well as embrace the successes. I've met and engaged people I never would have before simply because I was honest and fearless and earnest, which makes balancing out the people who won't speak to me again a little bit easier. I miss when honesty mattered that much. Now it feels different. It feels like doing things just to do them with no conviction, no purpose, just an expectation and a continuation of what it is to exist. Because most days it doesn't feel worthwhile to persist. The parts of me that feel differently just drip, and I can't stop the hemorrhaging. I miss when honesty mattered more, though it feels like pointless mentioning. Okay, so that's it for that one.
I miss
All
it
right.
too, Aaron. I miss it too.
Yeah.
I
So the
feel you
next
on that.
one I haven't titled yet and I haven't finished yet, but here goes.
Okay.
To me, there's no longer a connection, and I don't do well with pretense or pretend, so I prefer to let go. It hurts because it's you, but it hurts even more because it's true. I can see clearly that I no longer have value to you, and the only question regarding that I have, other than the why, I'll probably never have an answer to is, when did it begin to change? I can no longer see the flame I always felt from the day I first met you. Took a few months to have conversation that wasn't rooted in rivalry, but I allowed it to happen because I believe there was genuine concern. Maybe there is for you still, but you don't express it at all, and you don't speak or call. Maybe you take me for granted, but to that I would say think back to the days where you didn't know me, didn't want to know me, and ostracized me like the rest did. Remember that kid? Wonder why you didn't say much of shit, except regarding competition, or the way his eyes would blaze with passion and intensity with a propensity to be ready to fight,
Mm,
or conversely not give a shit and figure out if that matched what you saw. If I was someone you started to abhor and casually ignore, because as far as I can tell, I disappoint you. I'm no longer someone you find interesting, but would pass me along to someone else to give a damn about the darker things I have to deal with. Rinse your hands and be finished. I used to be upset when things I'd consider important never mattered to you, but I thought it'd be worth it for two reasons. The
mm,
first one is because I thought there was genuine reciprocal love, respect, and concern for one another. The second one is because I always thought there was a connection that superseded nearly everything. I no longer believe that to be true, not wondering what's going on with you or why you don't think I'm worth spending time with, or why you used to send mixed signals, or why you don't send any at all, or why I'd keep making efforts that would only fall on deaf ears and blind eyes. I can no longer compromise my mental health or my soul. So, like you said before, back when I probably cared more about you than anyone, including myself, I should do things on my own terms. Thing is, you never really said that you wanted that for me, but you said that.
mm,
Never really wanted to be there for that until recently. That was one of those things which would make it on my own terms. Although it was the most painful, you weren't the first to teach me a lesson from you.
mm,
That being ultimately, I can't rely on friends to be there or to even care. And in order for me to find peace, I have to be able to let go of people and things that I never would have imagined letting go of. The most freedom I ever felt was in doing exactly that. And in all honesty, it was one of my last fears to remain intact. I used to think it's something I lacked, when in reality, I was never the one for you. I was never who you'd willingly choose. I was never one that fit in, so naturally I stood out to you. That sensation has started to fade because you no longer see my face and you probably don't want it to come back, so you deliberately keep it that way. I wonder if I'll be okay with it all falling apart someday. I likely never will, even if my brain weren't deteriorating. My only true aim is to find peace in the letting go, even though it means losing a piece of my soul. I used to dream about what it'd be like to not have to fight, to be liked, to be loved, to be appreciated, to be enough, to not have to be so tough in order to survive. It would be nice if I could willingly trust people and let them inside Every time one of these relationships die, it gets harder to do because it takes a toll, and I have to reflect on all I went through. I have to reflect on the steps and what they all meant, on the memories and the time that I spent, knowing that mattered more to me as long as it was with you, as long as that time spent was with you, when I truly felt happy, not thinking of what more I could do. People don't know that side of me anymore because I don't connect to society, and are at a permanent disconnect that I have no desire to forward, wondering what's the import, what for. I haven't found an answer or a reason for that to change, so it doesn't. It's not what I covet, and it wouldn't matter if I did, because as far as I can see, the distancing is the way they wish to live, the way you wish to live, so it's no longer important to figure out whether or not it makes sense. Life goes by too slowly with all of this death attacking, so the depth I'm lacking when I'm interacting always enters my mind. I'm trying to have a good time. Everything is devoid of value, and I can't change that because my mind changed that, and it can't change back. I guess if you get hit enough times, it'll realign everything inside in ways you can't fix. Most days I'd rather be gone, but my fight or flight instincts keep me pressing on. It's more perfunctory than anything else because the motivation is lacking, but the actions still happen. The difference is that the emotions are missing, and with that being the case, the connection escapes. Because even if it didn't start on your end, it would still be that way in all likelihood, because you were one of three that could keep me holding on, and you were the strongest of the three left. All the rest were severed by death or lack of depth, wondering why my existence was treated as a threat by friends and enemies, with the former doing more to offend me and causing more harm. I was happy being myself until the definition started changing, and I could find no consistency.
Oh my
It's a
gosh. Oh my gosh.
Thank you
Yes.
so much for that.
Wow. Wow.
all right.
Out here
You want me
showing
to
you
do
Yes.
some.
one more, or
Yeah, you could do one more, and then we'll move on to our guy, Poetic Boy D, who will come and bless the mic. He is on deck. And Alasha, I sent you the link so you can join us in StreamYard. I saw the mic, so please come on in. Go ahead, do your thing, Aaron.
okay? I got one more. It's called "Moments of Joy." I often leave my moments of joy out of my poetry. It became a habit due to wanting to let go of negative thoughts and events easier than I had been. I went from being therapeutic to being talented. I went from not being understood at all to being misunderstood.
Hmm.
People would read what I'd say or hear what I'd say and think I'm in the same state of mind as when I wrote to begin with. People would think that those emotions are the only thing to my existence, when in reality, those were the emotions I struggled with at the highest persistence. I understood moments of joy from a very young age. I understood what moments of joy were even before I learned to read and write. Those were two of them, even though they've lasted me a lifetime. I was never just happy to exist and breathe, which is why it's hard to coexist and be around people who aren't in any way invested in what makes me happy. It's easier to discern than it was in the past, and I simply see past the words people tell me. I wonder if they realize they're not going to sell me because their actions betray them. It hasn't killed my desire to do for others, but it's created reticence to be around others. Fortunately, I can do so all by myself, allowing me to have another moment of joy. Those are fleeting because with each moment of my heart beating, I know I'm living on borrowed time, hearing an accelerated click tick away the last bits of me that keep me tethered here. I don't feel fear or intimidation or veneration or desperation. A lot of times I simply feel empty with moments of joy here and there. I just wonder how long I'll even care. I observe the people no longer there for my moments of joy. No longer wondering if they're scared because my mind wanders to a place where I don't stop and stare. I've made peace with the emptiness and the moments of joy that I choose not to share. That's it.
Damn it, I was on mute.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was like, I'm getting used to this muting thing.
I'm like, why do I always do that? I'm saying all these nice things and I'm on mute. Amazing, amazing, amazing. You really go in deep.
Thank you.
Like sometimes you like dig into like this like emotional stuff that I'd be like, damn, I wanna like either I need a hug, I just wanna hug. Like you just put me in that zone.
Can I ask where you're from? I know that I should know this because I always see your name when I'm doing the behind the scenes stuff, but where are you from? Actually, tell the peoples where you're from.
Me?
Yes.
Okay. I am in Queens now. I'm born in the Bronx, so both are home to me. But
Oh,
I was
Zoo
born in the
York.
Bronx. I live in Queens.
Ah.
Zoo York, Zoo York. You know what? One of the things that's amazing about virtual voices is the fact that we've gotten connected to people all over the world. So
Yeah.
right now,
Yeah.
someone may be watching you, and they're in the future.
Which word in a whole nother time zone.
Yeah, so I think that's amazing. Well,
Yes.
I do
thank
too.
you for sharing with
So
us.
basically,
Yes.
the Tri-Borough Bridge, it connects all my favorite places.
Oh,
Manhattan,
Nice.
Bronx, Queens, and Randall's Island.
okay. All right. I like
I
that.
feel like
I
I feel like I've been hanging around Jay Rose so much that I just like interview everyone.
Yeah.
I have all the interview questions.
That's so funny. Yes,
Good questions,
listen.
though.
Let me tell you, Treasure is a fucking sponge. Okay, like literally, she learns so fast, and she's so like, you know, when you like work with people, and some people are like lazy thinkers, so they like you have to tell them everything. Like she's not a lazy thinker.
I think
She's
I know the word you're looking for.
you're
Moldable.
you're what?
Moldable.
You're teachable. Very teachable. Aaron doesn't care how teachable you are, obviously, because it's like
Okay.
all right.
He's like, I feel another personal question coming on. I'm not ready.
No, he probably lost service. He'll pop in and back in a second. But without
Yeah.
further ado, see there he goes. Let's go ahead, Treasure. You do the intro. You do the intro. Let me sit back.
I'm
Let me
like,
sit back. I know this man. I've
please.
introduced this man many times.
Up next to our virtual stage, we have Poetic Boy D.
Yes.
Come to look at us.
All right, Treasure. A quick in the moment teaching lesson, real quick. You know, gotta hype it up, right? So you gotta be like,
Yeah, 'cause I feel like I was
New
in the
York, published author, poet.
Yeah, I was gonna be like,
lyricist.
if I start, you're gonna see. I always am posting poetic on my story so people know what's up. Yes. Yes, I still need to get my hand on one of those. Like, I literally want you to physically give me the book.
I got mine. Oh, it's on my bookshelf. I was like, oh. Anyway, I actually have to finish reading Dara Kalima's book, and as soon as I'm done with that, I'm reading Poetic Boy D's book.
Yes.
I gotta.
Poets are people too.
My OCD is like I have to finish this first. But anyway,
I'm like that with Netflix shows. I don't watch more than.
Yo.
I'm
So
like,
what are you watching right now? What is like your shit right now?
I'm watching Manifest.
Yo, I just finished watching it.
Wow, I didn't even know that was a thing. This is
It's
how far
great.
behind you know I am.
It's good.
Finish yet, but it's good, man.
It's good. All right, we're gonna talk about it when you're done.
Thank you.
But yes, welcome to Virtual Voices. Please tell us where you're tuning in from and go right into you doing your thing.
Thank you. Hi, God. I'm from the Bronx.
Hey.
I know, feel me? My name's Poetic Boy D. My hair doesn't usually look like this. And I'm gonna share two quick little thingies with y'all, all right? So, this first poem that I want to share is from my book right here. Thoughts.
Yes.
Boom, boom. Thoughts from April right there. Oh, look, Cash App and stuff is there. So if you don't love me, Cash App me. All right. So this poem is, I'm not going to tell you the name. Here we go. I don't know how I got here. All I remember seeing is red. All I remember feeling is that everything around me needed to die. All I remember smelling was my blood boiling. And all I remember hearing was a whistling sound that made me feel like a teapot ready to explode.
Mm.
And then I couldn't remember. Everything after that is a blur. What am I doing here? Why is there a needle in my arm? I don't like needles. Why is there a needle in my arm? Is anyone going to answer my questions? I don't understand why I'm in this bed. I don't understand why there's a pounding in my head. It's aching. I'm in this room talking to myself. The nurse finally walks in, and that's when I realize I'm in a hospital and this has something to do with my health. She says, "How do you feel?" I say, "How do you think?" She says, "How do you feel?" I say, "Why am I here?" She says, "You don't remember?" I look around, trying to paint a picture in my mind, but I'm drawing nothing but a blank. I say, "No." She says, "We should wait for the doctor so he can let you know." I say, "Whoa. If you know what the hell is going on, why aren't you telling me?" She says, "She's not the one that should be telling me." I say, "What are you telling me?" She says, "I'm not telling you a thing." I say, "To me, the look upon your face is telling." She says, "You shouldn't look upon my face." I say, "I'll lay his hand upon your face if I have to ask you again." And then the doctor finally walks in. He says, "How do you feel?" I said, "God, does anyone get to the point?" Because at this point, I'm not trying to point fingers, but Miss can't keep a straight face over there. It's making me nervous. He says, "Calm down. Your blood pressure is rising. If you look at the monitor, you'll see it." I say, "I don't give a damn. If she was better at monitoring her face, telling me calm down wouldn't be needed. Miss Bad News over there is acting like this is a secret, that her secrets kept secret from her secrets. What the hell is going on?" He says he understands me lashing out. He understands that I want to blame her. My blood's boiling. I'm staring at this stranger as his words get stranger. He says he understands that I'm struggling, but needs me to know my life is in danger. I see red again, pissed off at every word he said, and I don't want to hear the remainder. He says, "I'm sorry. The symptoms are clear. The news I'm about to break to you is a real life changer." He says, "You've been diagnosed with a severe disease, and the disease is called anger." And that's that piece.
Yes. Oh my God. I love that piece, by the way.
Thank you. I really like that poem too. I was like going through the book, like, what poem would I ever like perform? I really like that one.
Yeah.
Very visual. Like you can see the whole thing in your head.
That's cool. That was the goal. So thank you. You know?
Yes.
And I just like the concept. Like it's not you're expecting to hear that like something physically happened to you, you know what I mean? And then it's like, no, it's more of like this like mental and emotional thing that you're suffering from. So I love the like the plot twist, you know.
Thank you. I appreciate it. I got one more for y'all.
Aw.
Take it easy, you know. Well, yeah, I'll feel after this one. All right. So this next thing I'm gonna do is a song that's gonna be on my next album. And it's called Tell Me. And I feel like I wrote it mainly about like open mics. It's one of those things where it was like I'll go to an open mic and then somebody will hit me up later and be like, "Yo, when you did this, that was crazy." And I'll be thinking like, "Yo, who are you? Like, you were there? You didn't say nothing to me? Like, you didn't say like nothing in person, you know what I mean?" And I get it because I'll be doing the same shit. But I was just like, why don't people just say shit in the moment? You know what I mean? And then I wrote the song. So let's see how it goes. Y'all can hear the music?
Yeah.
Okay. Tell me that you love me. Tell me I'm amazing. Tell me that you hated it. Tell me that was crazy. Tell me that was so. Tell me that you don't know. Tell me cause I need it. Tell me cause I need it. Tell me what you're thinking. 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 Look, you should tell me what you're thinking, even if it's just a thought. You should tell me in the moment so you can't say you forgot whether I like it or not. Please don't hide the way you feel. I'm not good at finding things, man, I'm only being real. Please don't care what's over there when you're saying things to me, cause it's unfair to never share or be unclear when we speak. It's so rare to fill the air with only truth and honesty. Honestly, all these lies around make me not wanna breathe. There's so many words unspoken as we go throughout our days. But just think, if we were open, do you know how things would change? We no longer draw conclusions. If we did, it'd be erased. We pick up the phone and tell regret, let's go our separate ways. That you love me, tell me I'm amazing. Tell me that you hated it. Tell me that was crazy. Tell me that was so. Tell me that you don't know. Tell me cause I need it. Tell me cause I need it. Tell me what you're thinking. 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 Look, I got my hand up on my head. So much stress and frustration. I don't know what you think of me. That makes me feel incomplete. Say it all before I'm dead. You have all my attention. Just don't be afraid to speak. Promise we're all just human beings. Say how you feeling, so it won't get misconstrued, cause I need to feel it. I'm tired of being confused. Hope you take me serious and don't think I'm being rude. It just makes me furious that keeping quiet is what you choose. I'm not playing when I'm saying I put thought into it all. Do you know how much it takes to spill my soul in front of y'all? Imagine calling my phone and I never answer the call. Imagine you know I'm home and I never answer the door. That'd be crazy. Don't be crazy, make these conversations worth it. And if you fear confrontation, get over it. No one's perfect. Don't hold it in cause you're hurting, or hold it in cause you're nervous. When you state your opinion, make sure I heard it. When you tell me that you love me, tell me I'm amazing. Tell me that you hated it. Tell me that was crazy. Tell me that was so. Tell me that you don't know. Tell me cause I need it. Tell me cause I need it. Tell me what you're thinking. 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 Look, you don't think them thoughts for nothing. Don't leave them thoughts on your mind. If you don't show your feelings, how I'm supposed to show you mine? I think you should reveal them. Let's hear them if you don't mind. I hope that you don't mind. I hope that you don't mind. You don't think them thoughts for nothing. Don't leave them thoughts on your mind. If you don't show your feelings, how I'm supposed to show you mine? I think you should reveal them. Let's hear them if you don't mind. I hope that you don't mind. I hope that you gon' tell me that you love me. Tell me I'm amazing. Tell me that you hated it. Tell me that was crazy. Tell me that was so. Tell me that you don't know. Tell me cause I need it. Tell me cause I need it. Tell me what you're thinking. 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 Yeah.
Yes, I like that song.
That was amazing. I feel like it's stuck in my head already. Like, tell me what you're thinking.
Oh, Leah V is watching. Hi, Leah. Everybody say hi to Leah.
Hi, Leah.
Who said that? I appreciate that.
We sent positive vibes today. Were your Spidey senses tingling?
That was great. That was great. I can't did you record it already, or is this coming up in a new project?
Yeah, it's gonna.
Yeah, he literally like I popped him in the car and he really.
Whoa, what's that?
Hi, Leah V.
Go ahead, D. What were you saying?
I was saying it's gonna come out next month.
Oh, nice. Ooh, okay.
I'm excited.
Well, you gotta come back and like promote that shit, man.
Thank you guys for the time and everybody listening.
Yes. And where can people find more of your music and your book?
Y'all can follow me on Instagrams where I do mostly everything at poeticboy_D, poeticboy_D. And if you want my book, it's on poeticboyd.com. You know what I mean? I made a website. It's cool and shit.
Oh,
Get the book. Get the book. That was it, man.
okay.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much, guys. Make sure y'all follow, connect, get the man's book. I did skim through it, and there was some poems there that I was like, oh, okay, D, this is what we're gonna write about. So amazing. And welcome, guys. Welcome, Poetry Queen Karen. How you doing?
Yes, welcome, guys.
Yeah.
And everybody watching.
All right. So let's keep it going. Treasure's gonna bless the mic real quick. And then we have Kieran on deck. So, and Kieran's all the way in Australia. So like every time Kieran comes in, like he brings the daylight because he's literally like 12 hours ahead of us. So it's always really cool when he joins us because it's like, where are you? On another planet? Like but yeah, Treasure, what you got for us tonight, baby girl?
So let's see what we're gonna do. I really like my sanctuary piece. So
I love that.
you don't know. I like Forgive Me Goddess though, because that one it's called Forgive Me Goddess, and when I originally wrote it, it was Forgive Me God. And I changed things around a little bit so that it could be more of like me asking for forgiveness from my higher self. So when I write music, this might help somebody watching. So I'm gonna give you guys my little like secret. Usually I like to define words. So if I start off like this song starts off with sin, and I describe what sin means in like 4 different ways. So I feel like something that makes my music unique is that I'm actually trying to be educational with it, right? So give me like 2 seconds. Let me freshen up.
Yeah, I was about to say like the background noise.
Sorry. All right, so it goes. Actually, let me do it with a beat. Why am I was gonna do it a cappella and I'm like, wait, I literally have a beat. 2 seconds,
Okay.
guys.
All right,
So,
drop the beat.
Let's see if you guys can hear it good. All right. Don't make me cry, girl. Oh, Chantal.
Hi, Chantal.
All right. Sin means transgression of your divine law, deliberate violation of moral principle, implying going against commandments is willful. Every step of the way, right from wrong is exposed. We know the difference. Once we trip, we act like victims. I acknowledge your presence and that you're always with us. Angels also positioned to guide us and protect us, but they can't go everywhere with us. Let me go ahead and say this. God is your love. I just tend to forget you're holy. I need to keep that fresh in mind like a secret authority. Even though I shouldn't have, I stepped into the darkness. I'm asking Goddess, can you por favor wash me? 1,000 angels could ride with you while you're in your whip. The second negative is brought around and they will dip. We take risks like there's no such thing as consequence. I feel you, Goddess. I know you wait to be played with. I'd rather have your favor more than anything else. I need you always. I'm talking like sickness and in health. I love my destiny because I know happiness lays there. I'll never be perfect, but I know that my soul is rare. I'm asking for another chance. Can I renew myself? I need direction. Would you be able to take the wheel? I know I don't deserve it, but I'm gonna keep it real. My spirit wandered out my body for some long years. Persecution has my way because I want to change. But I don't care about that, Goddess. You know I'm not the same. I don't do this to impress the not or even fit in. I talk about it because this is what comes from within. What happens if you're not the center of my everything? I learned without you, my purpose holds no valid meaning. Thinking, what can I do all around me? So much sin. Even an image I come across is like taking poison. No excuse, but at a point I was so confused. So I rolled, huffed and puffed like the big bad wolf. I thought it would make things better when under the weather. Something told me it was time to get my life together. It must have been you. It took a while to got the clue. I'm looking forward now, building up my trust in you. Turning back would be foolish, lest I refuse it. Would you forgive me, goddess? I'm aware I need improvement. You called upon me and revealed to me my purpose has to be reason to your decision, cause I've been chosen. I've read the terms and conditions, and I'm still with this. I know this life ain't always easy. I understand, I get it. Now I look back and reflect on the way that I used to act. I walked around like Miss Perfect, but I was far from that. I ran to smoke just to hide from all my problems, and I ain't care about a thing if it ain't make a dollar. I couldn't get myself to talk to you nor look for you. If you approached me, I would have just ran from you, cause I was filthy, Lord, busting within the next is mine. Fixated on my flaws, beating myself down, but from the outside looking in, everything was groovy. Mobbing like a trap star, thinking life's a movie. And I have a lot of those that I haven't finished. I have a lot of unfinished work.
Oh
But
my
this is
God. You see, my
amazing.
sis
Thank you.
got bars. Like, she's
Thank you.
fire. Give
So
it up.
much.
Give it up. Treasure. Give us the snaps or the claps, whatever you got. Oh my gosh. I
Thank you.
swear,
And
like, every
honestly,
time I hear you
this
spit, I get so inspired. I want to just hit the pen.
and this is inspiring because I'm like, I want to bring new things to you guys because I have evolved so much since I wrote that song that like I know I could really like come out with a banger. So wait for it. Because actually I don't have a lot of times when I go to plug myself in, I'm like, I don't have a lot to give you guys yet. Like I don't have anything on iTunes or Spotify or anything like that.
Right.
And it's like because you guys want it, it gives me that push to like, yo, I gotta stop playing. Like there are
Right.
people
Right.
that are need to, that there's things that I know that I could teach to other people with music and do the opposite of what mainstream tries to do. You know what I mean? Like
Right.
I could actually use my bars to keep you out of them.
Right. Right. Oh, well, thank you. I love you, Treasure.
I love
You are
you. Thank
very
you guys.
inspiring. And make you're so talented, I swear. All right, let's keep it. What were you gonna say? Slipping and
Slipping and
sliding.
sliding, moving and grooving, slipping and sliding.
Yes, yes.
Pause.
Or not, I
I'm
don't
like,
know.
we know you guys that this is a safe space. If anyone's watching, drop a mic. We'll send you the link, and let's
Yes.
keep it moving, grooving, right?
All right. And Leah V was watching. We love you, Leah. We miss you.
Yes.
She was driving to where she was her destination today, and I asked her to share a Google sheet with you, and her boyfriend Tim had to do it. So like he was texting me from her phone, and he's like,
Yes.
"This is the assistant," and I was like, "Good job, Tim!"
Yeah.
Like, okay,
Yes, as we should. As
shout
we
out to
should.
Tim.
As
Thanks
we
for helping
should.
out. All right, let's go. What we got? Who we got next? Who we got next? Refresh. Okay, there we go. All right. On deck, we have Delante, and coming to bless the mic right now, all the way from Australia. Please give it up for our good friend, Karen Phillips. Woo! Yes!
So, can you hear me loud and clear?
Yes. Hi, honey.
Hey, well, we've got the kitchen studio here today. So,
Like,
yeah.
do you hear me?
All good.
And so I've got something new and maybe inspiring. It's called Stars. It's all about just seizing the opportunities sometimes in life and just going with things. And I wrote this just during our recent lockdown, but yeah, pretty productive time. So here goes.
All right.
I'm not trying to start a craze, but it's good to be amazed. Take you out of your comfort zone. lift you to a higher place. If you give me a minute, you'll soon get the idea. I'm not trying to start a trend. Hope to get you on the mend. When your life's in disarray, must be good around the bend. If you give me a second, you'll soon get the idea. I'm not trying to start a fashion, but you need to find your passion. What it is makes you come alive, gives you energy always. If you give me a you'll see what I mean. When you gonna start? When you gonna start? Yeah, you gotta start.
Yay!
There we go.
Yes, thank you
Is
so
that your
much.
daughter trying to steal the shine in the background?
Yeah, that's the #1 fan. Where'd you go? Here again.
Backup dancer.
That's
It
important.
was great. Oh no, she keeps
Oh,
going in and out.
adorable.
She's a little bit supportive, yeah.
Yes, that's good
Aw.
though. That's good.
That's so
So how are we going for time? Is that it, or I don't know? We've got time
Yeah.
for
Do
one
you
more.
want to? Can you do another song for us?
Yeah, I think I could sneak one in. So yeah, we're all inspired by everything under the sun. So this is sort of my Eric Clapton thing. It's called "Further On Up the Road."
Oh yay!
Further on up the road, there's a little bar I know. We can stop and have a drink, relax a little while and think. Further on up the road, young girl I used to know. When it came to her love, there was no show. And in the end, you find there's too much stuff to mend. Might as well just lose your mind, running out of time. Further on up the road, mighty mansion on the hill, and old Uncle Scrooge, where he lives there still. Further on up the road, collecting all the tax from half what you give, don't get much of it back. In the end, you find there's too much stuff to mend. Might as well just lose your mind, running out of time.
Hey, Hey. That was a vibe.
Thank you.
Yes, very talented.
Amazing. Kieran, where can people find your music?
Yeah, well, if you check me out you can see me there at Kieran J. Phillips. Got my Instagram in the house, and yeah, got links to all my things, all live music and tunes, and all these amazing people, including yourself, all around the world. It's all happening. So yeah, thanks for listening, everybody.
So glad you joined us and
Thank
hopped
you for
in.
sharing.
Say goodbye.
No,
Bye, honey.
great
Thanks so
job.
much.
Great job.
You're a
Hey,
superstar too, baby.
many blessings.
Thanks, guys.
Yes.
No problem. Thanks. Always a good time when Kieran comes through. He just brings a whole different sound and vibe to the room. It's just like always needed. So thank you. Let's keep it going. What we got up next? I know Delante was having technical issues, so we're gonna skip him and move on with the lineup. So who we got, Treasure?
Poetry Queen, I mean. Are you okay to go next?
Yes, I'm too nervous, but I'm gonna go.
Who we got on deck, Treasures? Make sure they that they ready.
So we got I'm sorry, it's Poetry Queen, right? I think I flipped it on the paper. Poetry Queen is coming up to the virtual stage, and then on deck we have Flacco.
Hey.
AKA Chris. I'm like Flacco, I'm used
cool.
to calling you Flacco, not Lewis. So
No,
yes,
that's fine. I'm here. No, I'm blessed to be here. I'm blessed to be here.
Thank you. Yes. All right, let's give it up. Let's give it up. Put our virtual and real hands together for Poetry Queen. Woo!
Hi, everybody.
Hi.
You guys, okay, perfect. You can hear me.
Yes.
I've been told as a little girl that I shouldn't be afraid of the dark. But somehow all my life, everybody seems to be afraid of their skin complexion. I mean, how they look. I mean, the shade. I mean, the way their everything seems. I just kept trying to ask my dad, how come I'm afraid of the dark now? He just looks at me and tells me, you're supposed to be black and proud, but how come I can't say that out loud? How come I can't say that I'm still this big little girl afraid of the dark? Daddy, you're supposed to teach me how not to be afraid of my own skin. And you also told me how to live within. You told me to not judge people as according to what I see, but how come I can't even look at me? How come I've been so afraid half of my life to look at the light, and the light even tells me that you don't want to go this way? Because the brighter reality gets, the harder it feels and the harder it goes. And I keep telling my mental notes, no, I'm writing my life story wrong. I know that I'm supposed to go outside in the naked eye and be strong, but somehow that's the ice that just won't break. I've been shaking from the inside out for so long that even the little girl in me tells me, no, we have not been grown to be this strong. I dedicated myself to this. I promised myself every step of the way that I would be able to fit into mommy's big shoes, because she told me being beautiful and being black sometimes might even cause you a few to bruise. I tried to justify her reasons. I tried telling her that it was okay to live this way. I mean, I'm the little girl inside of her, so how come she can't do things the same? She taught me how to be a big girl, and that's not all I wanted to be. She taught me how to walk in her shoes, but still, I didn't know how to lead. I was dedicated to what my future was going to be like. I was dedicated to knowing that I wasn't afraid of the light, but somehow the skin complexured in. It was destined to beat me, black and blue, and somehow those became my favorite colors, just like you. It beat me deep enough that I couldn't even see my reality hit the floor. It just became flat. Just like those lines I wasn't afraid to cross. I hit the hospital room, noticing that everybody in the class was just like me. We weren't afraid of being black or blue. So how come I'm afraid of looking in the mirror and telling my inner self that I'm afraid to look just like you? The darker the skin complexion that laid next to me told me you were just made to be there. You were laid to the skin deep as you say you go to when beauty goes that deep, but you forgot beauty is pain. So don't try to be better than the lane.
Mm.
I didn't get it. I didn't get it until I looked myself again in the mirror, and only this time I wore my own shoes. I wasn't trying to be like mommy, nor was I trying to be like daddy, but I looked myself in the mirror and said, this was what you were supposed to do. Be just like you. You know, we tell our children, be yourself. Be what you want to be when you grow up, but somehow you still wear the parents' shoes that teach you how to walk. Only difference is they don't tell you that you're walking in the dark until you notice how light. I keep saying the light because that's the color that they want us to believe we're supposed to be. The lighter side of things. I looked myself in the mirror again and I told myself, you're just talking to yourself. You're just facing the darkness in reality. And sometimes that is the darkest place to be. I guess that's why glow in the dark lights never became such a fear for me. I looked up to the sky and those stars that glue in the dark, they became a part of the heart on the inside of me. So I just told myself this was a new part of history, that I'm not supposed to be afraid of me. Not that I'm trying to be all high sedity and I'm getting on my high horse and I just can easily get knocked off. I'm telling myself that I'm just not trying to be like Rudolph and be at the top of the sky and telling everybody below that you are just not that high with me. I'm telling you that you can be just like me. Look yourself in the mirror and say, this is the reflection, whether I'm a she or a he. My biggest focus is that I'm more like me.
Hey. Wait,
Yes.
I got my
All
sound effects.
right.
Yes.
Thank
Wow.
you.
I got it. I got the sound effects.
Wow.
Queen.
Oh, yes.
Can you
Yes,
See,
thank you so
yes.
much.
Oh my
Queen,
God.
please, can you please share another piece? Like, please don't say no. Please.
Wow.
Okay,
That
I did. Thank you so much.
Oh,
Um, this other piece I'm gonna do is a little off from looking at our skin complexions and what we shouldn't be based on as a little girl. This piece
right.
is about domestic violence actually.
Okay.
And
Before you
coming
continue, can I ask you for your Cash App or Venmo so I can add it so people can send you tips?
sure, sure, I'm grateful for that. My Cash App, I'll spell it for you, is ALLAHSHA85, or you can find me on that same one with my page name as well, which is Poetry Queen 85.
I got you right there. Let's go. All right. Thank you. Thank you for telling us that info. I appreciate that. Please, by all means, go right ahead with your piece.
Okay, this one, as I said, is going to I did it a few months ago. It's based on an experience that I was in a relationship with domestic violence, and something that a lot of people I don't think take greater notice to, that it can also happen in same-sex relationships as well.
Mm-hmm.
You told me that you loved me. You told me that those were the words that you wanted me to hear you say each and every night that your fingers lay. And as they laid themselves down to sleep, they laid themselves on my skin so deep that even the stretch marks that you sold into my soul couldn't even make beauty a mold. As I closed my eyes, the tears washed away your pride, thinking at least I thought I was washing away the pride that you somehow told me that this relationship was meant to die. You looked me in the face and told me how beautiful I was, but each and every time you laid a trace, I somehow didn't realize that love was not such a beautiful place. I remember you telling me that you're nothing like my past, but somehow you made those memories become nightmares and those daydreams just didn't last. You looked me in the face again and told me that this is all I'm supposed to do. I'm brought here to love you. No, actually, I was brought here to bruise you. To remind you that you are not in control, as you bold and beautiful women tell yourselves. Yes, I know I'm young and I'm restless. Yes, I was the old soul that sat down in grandma's chair and watched those soap operas, but who knew that I was auditioning to be a part of them? I was becoming a bright and shining star. As you told me, I was just the beautiful queen you wanted me to be, but somehow I just became the nightmare that you just thought would be rested in the street. I followed your instructions. I told you that I loved you the same way that you do, but then I mistaken that for bruises again. So that's how you told me that the story would once again come to a deadly end. But I guess lucky for me that I'm able to tell my story, that you were just the only one that was the sleeping, not the walking dead, because I didn't want my fingerprints to lay upon your head, noticing that I wasn't really trying to put you to bed. I just wanted your mind to be lost. I wanted your mind to go crazy the same way you claimed me. I wanted you to understand this was not what I signed up for. When I signed that beautiful paper to tell the nature of the world that I was proud enough to be actually in love with a beautiful and very thick girl, I was proud of myself. But somehow I went home at night and I told myself that this was again the wrong thing to do. Yes, I told myself because nobody else wanted to talk to me about these problems. Somehow abuse did not match love in my book, but everyone else's story seemed to have the hook, and everyone else's seemed to have the marker that laid its story into place. And then I said, I'm losing trace. And I love to read. But somehow your book and my book, they just don't match. Because my ink and your ink, well, mine was blood and yours just made me bleed. I was telling you this again. I don't want this bloody story to come to a deadly end, but you seem to be so addicted to The Walking Dead that that's how come I didn't feel like I was being led. I told you I had an old soul. So once again, I have become the guiding light. You have wanted to have all my children. And then you forgot that I have every single family member who will direct you generally into the hospital. But now what do? Because now the omission is up to you. And as they tell us, omission of the truth has still become a lie, and I will refuse to lie with you. I am not going to tell those people that see me every single day that, well, this is just a marker, and these things are just made to become black and blue, because I told her the other night that that was just the mascara, and I mistaked it for you. I drew a line again. I drew a pretty little line that said, this little thing you call lust, well, baby girl, that's exactly what it is. Because I'm telling you how much this love will never have an ending, that I will never, ever let you see again. That's because I made sure that this little beautiful thing you call love, well, just be lucky that I don't want to become a part of 48 hours and show you how much I can teach you what it means when they say break, they really mean break. Because I have told them how much I have broken you apart. Yeah, that's what you told them when you took my heart and you said that you really loved me. But what you really meant to say was, I just wanted to say, fuck me.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yo, yo, seriously.
How
Yo,
dare you be nervous?
hey, her name, Poetry Queen, it's exact.
She's living up to it.
She named herself right. I can tell you that. Holy hell.
Girl.
Poetry Queen.
She's in the private chat like,
yo, if there's a poetry prodigy, she's it.
Yes. You see?
No, definitely. No, true, like shit. I almost fucking cried in this fucking place.
Yeah, that piece was very like moving.
Yeah.
And I love that you addressed like the same sex domestic violence, because people don't generally think about that. You know, people think that same sex relationships are like they're just happy people and shit doesn't go down, but it's like, nah, everybody's human and it goes down. Like it doesn't matter like your sexual orientation. There's domestic violences exist in so many households.
Yes, they don't think for people who are not who don't understand it, and they just assume, well, it's two women, so they can't get that bad, or they don't beat themselves up. but it can happen.
Yes.
No, I appreciate the honesty, Queen. Seriously.
Thank
That's
you.
good.
I appreciate the love. I really, really do. That took a lot. I was the very first time I had done it, I was still on thin ice with it because I said, okay, I could twist it, but then I realized I would only be lying to myself and not telling my story. And I always encourage people to not be afraid to tell your story, especially if you have the ability to do it creatively, do it. And this is that for me.
Thank you.
Many blessings, and continue what you're doing.
Yes.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Do you have any books out that you want to promote or any projects that you want to like tell people about?
Well, I'm rewriting the first book that I had, which was called Truth and Love. I'm rewriting that one. But I also do personal pieces for people. If you or someone that you know has a picture that you wouldn't have a problem with me sharing, I'll do your picture and I'll do a piece for it.
Follow her, get that picture with the poetry. I see it all the time. She be post. I be like, oh, she's posting all my beautiful friends. Like, yes, yes.
I know. I was like, oh wait, we know the same people. But yeah, that now you know what I do when people. And it was funny because it was MJ Wood that encouraged me the most to do that. She was like, do it with a different background. So I kept playing with it, and I was like, all right, I'm gonna try somebody's picture and use that. And I just started with that, and people were like, how do you not know me from a hole in the wall? Because it would be random people. And I was like, okay, I'll try this, I'll try that. And they were like, you don't know me from a hole in the walls. How are you able to read me through the picture? But I take my time with it because I know, as I said, it's not my book to read, it's theirs. So I really read what it's trying to say. And I definitely make sure that the person that I'm doing it for is comfortable with it, because just because it's a picture and they can post a picture, that doesn't mean you always know the person's story. So I make sure that they know that I understand there are certain things they may not want to share or they may not want to tell with the picture story. So I do it with dedication, and I truly, truly love it.
Yeah, I love it. I'm a big fan of those posts. They're beautiful. So I'm so glad you popped in.
That means don't be surprised if you see one coming for you.
Oh, I would be honored.
Thank you.
Treasure. So what we got going, Treasure Lena?
Before I totally let you leave, Poetry Queen, I'm not sure if I got where you were tuning in from, and I don't want to forget. Where are you from?
Oh, I'm New York City. New York City.
Okay. I was like, I feel those New York vibes. I just want to make sure. So I'll definitely be seeing you soon because I'm going to be all over New York.
Right. Yes. So that means we have to see each other.
Yes.
Yes. So thank you. So as Leah V would say, we're going to keep it moving and grooving. And up next to the virtual stage, we have Flaco. And on deck, we have Blue Flames, the poet.
Yeah.
So right now, for Flaco, I'm going to do this the right way. Tell us where you're tuning in from.
Okay, I'm in Richmond, Virginia.
Hey, Virginia.
Oh,
yeah. I'm sorry. This is an old piece. It's a Spanish piece that I wrote a few months ago. Treasure heard it before, but I'm gonna do it now.
Yeah, we're getting bilingual today. Okay.
Yeah, so it's just simple. So here we go. Esto es para joder, para enseñarle a estos cabrones que yo no estoy para play. Escoge a cualquiera para darle un bad day. Solamente estoy jugando también en el género que yo dejé de buscarlo. Mientras tanto, perfeccionista, imitando, tratando de buscar algo y tratar de inventar algo que a lo básico es lo más fácil para hacer, pero nos olvidamos que el pasado es lo que define nuestro futuro ser, que tú buscas, cuál es tu ruta, cuál es la meta que tú piensas conquistar si sabes tu pasado, puñeta. Siempre buscamos hacia el futuro sin la fundación presente. Después nos preguntamos dónde están mis genes. Con una generación de voz como el señor lector que empujó la fundación de mi dialecto. Nunca he sido perfecto, pero perseguí mi fundación a mi aspecto. It's the real. That's it.
Yes,
Yeah.
we need more of that. We need more of that.
That was giving me like Calle 13 vibes.
Word.
More
Are you
Vico
Ah,
C.
are you a fan of their music?
No, yeah, but I'm 37 years old. I'm a Vico C, baby rata y gringo type of dude. That's the way that I
Listen.
am.
Calle 13 is dope. If you guys want to listen to like Puerto Rican like hip hop, but like conscious hip rap, and you may not understand what they're saying, but like just expose yourself to the sound. Like Calle 13 is a really dope group.
No, yeah,
I'm
they
exposing
definitely are.
myself to some of that.
Yeah, and
Now I'm loving it already.
yeah, it's dope. And you should translate it in English and do both versions. I think that would be really really dope. Because you were dropping some fucking gems in that shit.
It was okay.
No, I like it. I like it. It was.
Well, thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Where
You
you
need to
tuning
do
in
more.
from?
You don't got another one up your sleeve?
Yeah, you got another.
Huh?
I know you'll be doing like the
I said
off the
you don't
dome
got
too.
Cause I've heard this one. I knew it was gonna be fire, but I'm sure you have something up your sleeve that you're like, it's okay, but to us it's gonna be like, poof. Okay.
Okay, so
That's
all
a
right.
lot of
So
pressure. I'm sorry.
We do that to ourselves all the
Oh,
time.
okay. Hold on. No, but this is an actual poem. All right. So it's taken me 18 years. 18 years in order for me to figure out how the hell am I supposed to be a father. I got to turn around and deal with life situations, but then I don't know how to be a father because the question is, when did I ever actually have a father? Because I didn't have a father, not necessarily because he wasn't around. It was necessarily because he didn't have a father before him. Because he was kicked out and pushed out to the fucking streets. How was he going to become a father when he didn't have one before him? How was he going to be able to teach a man in order to be able to actually teach his son to be a father? And that's the resentment that I always had against him, but I didn't know how to actually fucking deal with it until I understood. How am I going to be a father when I didn't have a father because my father didn't have a father? That's a generational shit that we actually got to deal with. But nobody wants to understand it. Everybody tells you, you got to be a fucking man. How are you going to be a man when you don't have a man that's going to be able to, that was never taught to actually be a man? So that's the shit that men have to deal with. And you know what? I'm trying to break that curse. I'm not perfect and I fucked up a lot. But guess what? I'm willing to accept that my kids turn around and say, Pops, you weren't a Pops. Well, guess what? How are you going to break that curse? All right, that's it.
Wow.
And I freestyled that one. My bad if I fucked up a couple times, but
It was actually very deep. Honestly, I was thinking.
I like your like delivery is very conversational. It's very like it sounds like you're talking, to the people. I love that style. It makes it very relatable. It really brings people in.
Well, check out my comedy. Well, once I start posting my comedy, check it out.
Okay.
We did. Oh wow!
That. I'm looking forward to that.
No.
Oh yeah, well then you're gonna have to come back. Then you're gonna have to come back to Virtual Voices and do some comedy. 'Cause we don't get enough comics on this platform. We get a lot of poets and musicians, but we don't get enough comedians. So come through with your ha crew and make us laugh. Like we're always love it.
My comedy is not for the stage, but I'll come around. I'll be ignorant as shit. I can tell you that right now. I can work through it.
That's how comedy is, though, right?
It's a safe zone.
It definitely is. But it's a craft of many trades that we got to do. We can't just work on one thing. Yeah, I'm working on comedy. Yes, I used to do music. Yes, I used to do poetry and everything, but it's being able to figure out your own voice, and I appreciate this platform for it.
Thank you, Flaco. Thank you. You've been here. You know
Thank
you've been here
you.
before, so we're glad to see you back. And yeah, like that's what this space is for. You know, this is an open mic, so you're here to like test out your new stuff, and you know you're here. You could be here and you can trip over your words and you can forget your lines. Like it's okay to do those things. And be you like this is a space where you learn to be comfortable like fucking up sometimes, so that you know whenever you're out in bigger spaces that you know if you mess up you can still navigate yourself out of that, you know. So that's what this is for, you know. Practice your stuff. Come, you know, bring us your new shit, bring us your old shit. Like come on down. That's we love it.
No, definitely. No, but many blessings. Hey, many blessings to everybody that's tuning in and everything. I hope everybody does great and things like that. It's always many blessings. Always.
Thank you, we appreciate it.
All right. Y'all be
All
good.
Thank
right,
you so
let's
much,
go.
Flacco.
Let's
I'm
wrap
live.
up our round one, then we'll jump into like a lightning round two, and you guys are more than welcome to do some more poetry or whatever. Perform another piece, or you know, after that, after this. Who do we have closing out the first round?
Coming to the virtual stage, we have Blue Flames the Poet. My guy, Blue
Yay!
Flames. Tell the
Hi.
people where you are tuning from.
All right, y'all. Blue Flames the Poet here, and I'm from Queens, New York.
Hey,
And,
Queens. So
and
wait, hold on. You've been in Queens all this time?
yeah,
All right. See, Blue Flames, we gonna fight because you know I better see you in person. You know,
one day, I really do hope
outside is
that one day.
open.
I know, and you've been promoting all over IG and everything. I see you. I peeped that.
You
I
better see
know.
me. I work damn hard so people can see me.
Absolutely, absolutely, and I appreciate that
I love
so
it.
much. Um, but yep, I know I missed the previous two. I
Don't
wanted to
worry.
pop.
Don't worry. I'm gonna catch you. I'm gonna catch you outside.
I
But
wanted to pop in on those two, but I was busy. So,
it's okay. It's okay. What you got for us tonight, honey?
well, speaking of new shit, I got some new shit.
Hey, new shit. Everybody unmute yourselves. And on the count of three, everybody say
New
new shit,
shit.
okay? 1, 2, 3. New
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 shit.
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 Oh God. It always sounds like terrible, but we we try.
I'm sure we could do better next time. I don't know. Oh man.
When we in
Well,
person,
before I,
we can figure it out.
yeah,
Word. Word.
It won't make sense by then. We'll sound like we in unison then.
Right, right.
exactly. Uh, I wanted to get into my explanation for this that I'm going for right here because again, this is like a piece that I've broken up into different parts. Now this time it's a 6-part thing. Each one of them have titles. So I'm gonna do the first 3 for this one, and I'm gonna do the next 3 for the next one that we do.
All right, let's go.
First one, Songs of Doubt. I guess my trap to set the trappings against the traps at my trapped soul. That forgiving myself is more of a challenge than I anticipated. To eliminate is to appreciate in order to move on, but it's hard to let it go. Cause my comfort of self-punishment ran deep into my pores, so if I give out without resistance, I might as well die of an internal war. No resolution, I'll forever be a pawn. Like I ain't mowed the grass low enough to spot the slithering inside the lawn. If any triggers fire off at the hollow shell figure I'd be, my only way out is to dive into depression that I've gone kamikaze, blinded by my fog of thoughts. Then out the mouth I'm stuttering, an easy target on my back. A lose-lose argument, as I tend to make a mess of things out of nothing. Like I'm shooting for the three-pointer net at O's. That's the age I'm pushing towards, and still writing like I'm broke. Praying that I didn't gas that because I lived past a quarter. Not overdosing on crash courses in the club, past the age of the crucifixion slaughter. No disrespect to the ones before me, they paved the way for me so I can see my true glory. Part 2. Music from pain. Looks like I'm still a child, low-key begging for attention in high-key fashion. Because of my big mouth and loud whispers as they travel across the rooms, I swear I was quietly shouting, but not. Maybe I'm just a fool who always thinking too much before speaking. I know how to talk, yet I'm just talking in circles. Till I get tongue-tied down as I look up, struggling trying to wrap my head around this. Failure to launch as I'm wearing my cap and gown. Graduating from the upside school life and just downgraded to being on the verge of a lost cause. Or that's just me wanting to convince myself of it. Success to descend. From the error of my ways to the madness of my strains, to race against the clock, trying to punch in on come-ups to catch up or get left behind, becoming environmental product. Victim of my own doing. Cause I ain't did nothing but listen to the other side of the threshold, being influenced by the Twilight Zone contrast from how I was raised. Walking it back's boldly too late. Living with regrets, trying to be put on game when the game played me to a T. Spilled by dropping the bomb on my name that my own sabotage ended up being synonymous with my disappointment. Part 3. A chance to redeem oneself. Now, alluding to the second half on the first of this 6-part confession, my brain tucks away my mind, my subconscious is more active, and realized my mistake too late for the reaction. Too often I've created gaps in trying too hard, or even trying at all, only to constantly drop the ball, miserably hoping to pick up my pieces and dignity from each verbal barrage, getting checked easily. So when that reoccurrence piles up, how do I make peace with my issues that I bottled up? Unless I learn, I'll never get it. I may be grown, but then the kid in me was still gonna be complacent. Content to the consent of the invasion of my headspace when I should be making room, not headlining my potential basket case. I can be better than this. I just have to stay committed. The defeat in my face that I'm facing in my mirror image, that my innocence is ignorance to the real of guilty conscience. That my actions and my words can light a candle upon my worth, or can't hold it, due to the concerns from the nerve of me being illuminated at my worst to bring the worst out of me. So at my best, these would be the best moments I prefer, and the Lord I always serve.
Mm. Mm. How y'all like the sound effects? You like?
No, they working.
Blue flames for no reason.
Yo,
Fam, and that's a playwright.
yo,
That's
you
a
hear that,
playwright.
right?
That's it. I'm just throwing shit out there. I'm a retard, but
Just a
yeah,
suggestion.
yeah,
No,
that
absolutely,
I
absolutely.
believe that's a playwright. Yo, that's beautiful work.
You're
I
such a
appreciate that, man.
storyteller.
Much love. Much love.
Yeah.
Much love from everybody. Thank you.
Yeah, you're a storyteller. I love it. You paint such a vivid picture with your writing. Oh my gosh. All right. So I think that wraps up our first round, right, Treasure? I'm
Yes, I believe so. Ding ding ding
Ding ding ding.
ding.
Ding,
First
ding.
round.
Wait,
So like
how many?
usually we have a feature artist, but I haven't heard back from her. I hope she's okay. But you know, sometimes this particular feature it got postponed till today, so maybe she forgot. But I do want to shout her out because she's really dope. She's a poet. Her name is Jess. She's a poet out in Puerto Rico. She has a company called LSC Swag. They are very like they're a brand that's like activist brand. So a lot of their merch has messages of activism for Puerto Ricans and you know just people in color in general. Like they everything is like mad love, pro black, pro LGBT. Like it's a really dope brand. So if you guys get a chance to follow them on Instagram, it's LSC Swag. She's a sweetheart, and she was gonna do some poetry in Spanish. I was like waiting for it, so hopefully we could get her in. But usually we would have like a feature come and bless the mic, but we're just gonna keep going with the open mic. If you guys mind if I spit something though, like before we jump into round two.
Yeah,
Yeah.
why not? Feels like you like who's gonna say no?
I'm just listen. I gotta ask. Make sure y'all okay with that. You know. Um. I guess I should have thought about what poem I was gonna do before I asked.
Maybe.
Should have had it lined up right
Yeah,
there.
No, I'm saying, no, I'm saying. All right,
no, the
I'm
courtesy.
gonna
The
do.
courtesy would have been nice. It was like, oh, hey.
So I'm gonna do this piece called Muse. It's a love poem, and I'm gonna do it because I'm going to work really hard on trying to memorize it so I could spit it for a live stage. So bear with me. You guys probably heard it before, but let's see how far I get without having to look at the paper. This is like this is the practice, all right? This is what open mics are for. Don't judge me. Talk
all
to me
good.
nice. All right. This piece is titled Muse, and it's a piece that talks about long distance love. So if anybody's ever been in a long distance relationship or you know something long distance, let me know if you feel this. Baby, I'm here to tell you that you're a gift, a blessing within chaos. I never expected you to exist. A muse falling from the very heavens. I praise from the moment we met, this virtual connection, virtually transcending into more than friends. Fantasies flooding the gates of my imagination as I flooding the gates of my imagination as I surrender my heart to undreamed dreams I never imagined dreaming. Admiring your stealthiness as you steal my hidden affection like the slowest thief in the longest night, one piece at a time, I oblige. Taking my breath away every time I look into your eyes, visions of standing close enough to gift wrap my lips wrapped around your whispers. Your voice vibrating through me, manifesting new life into my stars, where there's constellation in the constellation of your words from afar. Alignment has never aligned with such grace. Lord knows I never felt more royal in space, baby. I'm trying to tell you, you out of this world. Past cloud nine, dominating all layers of my mind. There's no hole in my ozone. Our conversations can redesign. This type of atmosphere throws my existence off its axis. And now I know why all my exes made their exits. Caught between space and time and space like a palindrome. It doesn't matter which way you look at it, the message stays the same. There's writing on the wall. And I wonder if its density is the destiny that was meant for me. I must be betrothed to your essence like a queen made in the reflection of your presence, where my gratitude builds you a throne of reverence, king. May I be the brightest gem to adorn your crown. See, I've built castle walls made of my shadows, but the smiles you conjure out of me shine a light through the loopholes, and for the first time in a long time, I could see my way out. I've always said never fall in love with a poet, for they'll never love you more than words. But baby, you are language created for expression. And although the difference in our distance is a torture of time zones, 5 hours ahead just means you've always been in my future. Baby, I'm here to tell you, you got all my attention. And that's more than what I say, what I pay anyone else. They don't deserve to crave me like you do. Yearning for unexpected mysteries, uncovering undetected vulnerabilities, exposing unperfected symmetries, yet you always match my energy. We're designed to satisfy our sapiosexual drives. Like we're cruising on a Sunday afternoon, sharing sun rays on some days. What I do to share a breeze with you someday. See, patience isn't my strongest suit, but I practice wearing it if it means I share a new virtue with you. Some would say I'm falling for you, but baby, it feels more like I'm floating for you. Facing my fear of heights of love and ascending to love to this high with you. Journaling this journey of joy with you. Encapsulating our story in this love poem, you as my muse, and I'm just amused that I didn't even have to write this shit. You read it in my eyes long before the words came to my mind and made it to my pen. How beautiful it is to be seen. Our fluency in love languages rekindle flames of past lives, a reminder that I'm still alive, with poetry bursting at my seams. I'd build an arc of sonnets to carry me across uncharted seas, as long as you're here to read it. That's my piece. That's my piece, Muse. Like clearing my throat. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm gonna give myself an applause if you don't mind.
No, go ahead.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Why don't you pat yourself on the back while you at it?
I had to. That was my poem. If you like what you heard, you can follow me on Instagram at my crumbled thoughts, my_crumbled_thoughts. Or J Rose Experience. I really got to start pushing that page a lot more. Follow me at J Rose Experience. That's the page for my talk show. It's an amazing show. I travel to different cities and I interview poets. And I'm very blessed that I get to have Treasure by my side when I get to travel to these cities, because she be holding it down for me, making sure I don't forget shit, making sure that things are running smoothly. So yes, follow the page. We actually just came back from Tampa a couple weeks ago from filming the 4th season, so stay tuned, because the end of the summer we're dropping that season, and I got to meet some incredible people out there. So yeah, let's stay connected. All right, let's hit this open mic circuit one more time. You guys can come bless the mic. If you are watching and you want to come and join us for the second round, just drop a mic, let us know, and I'll slide into your DM and send you the link. Treasure.
So, should I do another piece, or should we go right into?
Do your thing.
Do you guys want to hear something else?
Yes.
All right. So then,
yes.
So to the virtual stage, we have Treasure Lay. And then on deck.
Wait, no, that's not how we do it. That's not how we do it. I have to introduce you. Okay. So on deck, we got Aaron Glover, who's gonna come back and bless the mic for us one more time. But coming to the virtual stage right now, put your hands together, your paws, whoever you're watching with your pets, make sure the pet's clapping too. All right. Put it all together and let's give it up for Treasure Lay.
Woo! Thank you. Treasure Lay here to slay. Thank you guys for joining Virtual Voices. Thank you guys for connecting with us and catching the vibe. It's Friday night and we're doing the damn thing. I'm trying to sound like Leah V and J Rose put together.
Nah, just do you, man.
Be Treasure. Be Treasure.
You know what? I have no problem admitting that I love having mentors, man. I really do. I love having somebody to look up to. I love having someone to go to when I have questions and stuff. It's okay. I like being the grasshopper because one day I'm going to be the sensei. That's what this is about, right?
That's right. That's right.
So I'm going to share a little, I guess, hooks with you guys that I've been working on that I should really do something with. So thank you guys for always motivating me to keep creating new shit. So it goes like this. It goes, we're doing it different. We notice the difference. We dig for the knowledge, invoking deliverance. Okay, let me try again. We're doing it different. We notice the difference. We're doing it different. We notice the difference. We dig for the knowledge, invoking deliverance, evoking the spirit, soul out of your body. We know that you fear it. We need you to feel it. Know when you heard us versus when you listen. We're paying attention. We triggered ascension. Always connected and never apart. Two bodies, two people with only one heart. We're doing it different. We notice the difference. We dig for the knowledge, evoke and deliverance, awaken the spirit, soul out of your body. We know that you fear it. We need you to feel it. Know when you heard us versus when you listen. We're paying attention. We triggered ascension. Always connected and never apart. Two bodies, two people, but only one heart. I really should do something with that because I feel like I just said so, like that was so meaningful. And then another hook that I've been working on that I'm trying to translate word for word. So it goes, we blowing up with no baggage. Outside we whipping the wagon, but you can see that it's lavish. But don't forget that we're savage. I see an opportunity and I'ma take advantage. Matter of fact, to catch them all, I spit in Spanish. Estamos explotando sin bagaje, dando vuelta en el BM, apostando que está brillante. Pero no te olvides, somos salvajes. Si veo oportunidad, yo me aprovecho. Ya capturé a todo, vuelvo al inglés de nuevo. Ya capturé a todo, vuelvo al inglés de nuevo. Yo, I could give myself a clap for that one because I really like translated word for word.
Yes.
Yeah, you did.
That was it.
This has been the most bilingual night.
Yes, if you guys want to get connected with me, if you aren't connected already, it's at Treasure Lake everywhere. Some days I be tweeting, some days I be ranting on Instagram, some days I'm on Snap, but on anywhere that I'm at, it's the same name and it's the same rant. I usually, if I'm feeling really passionate about something for the day, you guys know, Flacco knows I get dramatic. I be on there crying. I be like, why is this happening to me?
Why do bad things happen to good people?
Yeah, but then when the good stuff happens, I'm on there too. So
I'm there. It's entertaining for me. It's a blessing.
I love it.
Yeah,
to
thank
be
you.
nice.
Thank you.
To be nice.
That's why I keep doing it.
No, to be nice. Because, to be nice.
There we go. All right. Thanks for sharing.
I like being able to express myself. Yes, I love expressing myself, and I love hearing you guys express yourself. So, with that being said, I'm going to pass the baton.
Wait, wrong way. The camera's like everything's backwards when I'm
Come on, Aaron, take it.
Wait, no, Aaron Glover! Hey!
Okay. I'm going to do a poem that I wrote 9 years ago to the day today.
Oh, wow. Anniversary poem. What's
I
it
got
called?
a lot of anniversary poems. It's called Better Off Crazy. Here goes. I guess I'm better off feeling so crazy because being so calm makes me too lazy and not really care, like I'm not even there, like when I stare into the sky and they think I'm staring at nothing, like nothing's there. But oh, look at me and see me smile, watching the clouds evolve into greater sunshine or into storms of rain equal to my storms of pain. And then I think, damn, it ain't all the same. It all done changed. And I feel dumb in chains, dumb and enraged, wondering which thought of me blundering happens to be what will actually happen. And when I'm actually rapping or laying down words is something I'm unleashing, this unstoppable curse. I've felt it in my soul since the age of 6. Maybe it's why I felt so sick, so thick with depression, rage, and pain, wishing that the change didn't have to come with so much pain for all those involved, wishing life hadn't revolved, forgetting to take into account that I was but a child. A precocious child, but still a child that almost didn't count, the middle child, the afterthought, always having to suffer for the pain they wrought. Wishing I could change it all or just make it stop. Maybe if I called the cops, it would get better, but then I would realize I would be alone and put down the phone and wonder how quickly hell became my home. I felt I had to roam just to feel alive, just to feel at home, but the pain just wouldn't fade, almost leading me to my dying days, to my incessant crying days, unable to turn the page from the age of 9, wondering about the divine and just why he put me through so much, why he made me, how they bled, and how they bled for me, but now it's been corrupted into gang violence, fighting for nothing, whereas before it was for protection. Now it's all about repping and recycling money being slowly drained by outside sources that most are too blind to see. I see it all as a giant bind to be stuck in, and it's really sucking. So many would rather be fucking creating new life without any clue on how to lead them or how to choose the wife. This is what I see every day in life, and as much as I see it, it never seems right, so I write. As long as I have strength to fight all the influences I have to fight. If you hate what I have to say, maybe I should say it louder. Maybe I should say it prouder, just so you know no one can bow my soul. It's been tried, I've been tried, and I've almost died quite a few times, and somehow I survived through prophetic visions to guide me and occasionally friends to stand by me. I was able to make it to 21, seemingly grown up, as wise as if I were 40 and yet never grown up. Because I can't, and I won't. Seemingly, I haunt the past of my friends and the present of my family and the future of my enemies simply by being me. Always unique because I have the willpower of about 1,000 normal people, or so it seems. Because no one is truly normal, especially not me. If I let doctors know all the troubles my brain, my heart, my body, my soul, they would call me crazy, diseased, and losing control. When the thing is, I haven't felt more in control of the words in my heart by passing the brain, a waking heart sort of start. That's it.
Bam. Thank you. Thank you. No.
Thank you.
Yes.
No. Yeah. Oh my
Wow,
God.
Always.
I
Always.
love like wine. It gets better with time. Like that's something you had in the barrel for a while. You were like, let me just, let this cook here.
Yo,
Let this speak.
he told my family story right then,
Wow.
and
Wow.
I'm lost for words. I'm sorry.
Wow.
I can't.
Do you
See, that's
see
how
why
you know
it's
it's a
so
damn good
important?
piece.
Yeah,
You
thank
can't
you.
say anything else.
It's so important to share your work, because you never know who it's gonna resonate with, and for you, you might be like, oh, I don't, we're very critical of our own things, our own work. So we'll be like, oh, this poem is like whatever, and then somebody will come up to you and be like, yo, that poem, like I felt it in my soul, and you don't even realize that you're touching people's lives with your work. So
No,
share.
and it's true. And the point that it was 9 years old that he wrote that, and I'm
9 years ago, but
well, 9 years ago,
Yeah, he
yeah.
said the poem is 9 years old.
No,
yes.
but I'm 36, and I was feeling like I was 17 when you were talking about it. You get me?
Wow.
Yeah.
Because that was my story at 17.
Wow.
Yeah,
That's deep.
that's a blessing. Yeah,
Thank you.
I haven't had to complain about this
Relevant and
fucking show at
relatable.
all. No, yeah, no, great
Right.
poets on this fucking stage. I fucking love it.
Yeah. You guys like listen, even like nights like this where we have like there's four of you in the room right now. Like when we have these intimate nights, like I don't mind stuff like this. Like yeah, I could rock out and we could knock out 30, 40 poets in one night, just rushing through it. Like I've done it.
Yeah.
I've done it virtually. We've had like 40 people when we first
I've
started
seen it.
doing Zoom. We would have like 40 performers in the Zoom, and in 3 hours we would like get everybody in and out. But we would
Yeah.
do
I
one
remember.
round. But like, yeah, you was there for those days, Aaron. You was one of the day ones that used to come through when we first started on Zoom. But like when we have intimate groups like this, like I love that we can take time to like talk with each other. We can connect. We can like really soak in the art.
Yes.
You don't feel like you have to be rushed off the stage because we're trying to keep time going. Like we're gonna end early tonight. Obviously, we're gonna end before 11 o'clock because we're almost done. But I feel like although we had less time here, we like were able to connect deeply. Even if we were here
Yeah.
for 4 or 5 hours. So
Yeah.
thank you. I appreciate that. Treasure, who we got coming up next? I think I know who's next.
So, Poetry Queen.
Yeah.
I would say Poetry
Yeah.
Queen.
Yes.
Winner. And then We have
Queen, don't make me cry, please.
Okay, I'll ask you for something, and hopefully it doesn't make you cry.
Okay, what
All
you
right,
got for me?
I'll boohoo on camera. Just go ahead. Go ahead, love.
I'll take the challenge that I told Rose that I do, and I'm going to visualize a picture, and I'll use the gentleman for it. You followed me. You looked me in the eyes and told me you wanted to hear my story. You had a seat. You actually picked front row because you wanted to see if I was dedicated to how much my life mattered. And I was looking at you, trying to tell my inner self, I'm telling you no. You looked me in the eye and told me I can relate so much to you that this is hard for both of us. In fact, these body languages that I've been emphasizing so much on, is hard for me to tell you, not that word. I'm not good at telling people that. In my mind, I've already said it, but every single time I turn around that I want to say it, I don't. And that's because I won't. People look at me from a negative perspective as I walk down the street anyhow. So telling them that word seems to be how everybody seems to look at me. I just can't do it. You asked me again. You asked me for a favor, and even inside of my soul, I can't say it. You want me to say the opposite of yes, that's it. I'm going to tell you yes. Each and every time you ask me for something that I told myself back then, I would see that I could say it now. Now, those are the doors that I'm willing to knock on. The words that are behind those doors, I've been fighting for so long for that even my children tell me, Mommy, you can't tell him that no more. I fought for this for a long time. And even my own memory kicks back so far that I can't even tell you that I've said it. I haven't. Now, you may be wondering, how come it could be so difficult to say this? When I mean, you've been able to tell it to other people for so long, but you can't say this to yourself. How hard is it for you to stand that strong? Okay, I'll admit it. I'm afraid of telling the public world no. That's the word I've been afraid of for so long, because even for myself, that's all I knew. So you wonder, how could it be so difficult for me to look back at you? Going down memory lane again, I walked down those lonely streets and I knew that I had to bring this no word to an end. I kept telling myself that I could do this, but how does that word begin? You tell people yes, and they love you for thick and thin. But when things get really thin, you find no being the practical word. You just don't know where to begin. I looked myself in the reflection in the street lights because that was the only place I could see the purpose living to life. I don't know who I am again. I'm changing my direction. I'm changing in which way I say yes and which one I say no. They tell me you just follow down the yellow brick road, and somehow the darkness in that side just doesn't look right. So I still say the opposite of no. I tell everyone what they want to hear. They look me in the eyes and tell me they can see dedication looking right at it, and my inner self begins to cry. We as mothers teach our little boys, don't cry. Be the biggest person in the picture. Be the highest thing possible. Hold your head up high, but sometimes my shoulders, they don't have that kind of weight possible. But I'm supposed to be a big person. I'm supposed to be the strongest one out of the crew. But even the little boy inside of you tells you, no, Daddy, this isn't what we're supposed to do. The little boys are not supposed to be afraid to cry. They're not supposed to even ask God why. I'm not supposed to be afraid. I know I myself am a little woman trying to look my little boy in the face and tell him, don't be ashamed of even your new trace. But Mommy, I'm not supposed to cry. No, that's fine. You still know your place. I'm trying to tell you, Mommy, I don't want to be that way. It's funny. We tell our boys don't cry because suddenly they become gay. How does that make any sense to the little person inside of me when I had to live with the reality that this is me? I looked him in the face and I told him, baby boy, it has nothing to do with your race. Don't be afraid to cry. Follow your own trace. Dedicate yourself to who you really want to be. But mommy, I don't even know me. I heard you telling the people in the background you're afraid of being on solid ground because that looks just like you. And I don't think that's where you want me to be too. When that's the only place that seems to be the brighter side of things, I once again go back to the back place, and that place seems so much lighter than this trace had led me to. So, mommy, I came from inside of you, but you taught me that I shouldn't be afraid of the dark. You told me that I was okay. You told me that crying would not be any harm. But how come I don't feel that strong? I've cried for too long. That's what my mom used to tell me. So as I gave birth to you, this was my opportunity to share new things so you could actually rewrite the new history, so that you were able to tell little boys that looked just like you, don't be afraid of the dark, because I'm not too. But then again, we're little men. So we get taught in different schools, so they come with different rules. And my rule was always, shedding tears are only just make-believe. They're not really real. They only don't show and appear to the women who told their little boys, crying is for women. That makes you a toy. So it makes us easy to play with you. And somehow I taught my son, who's not afraid to be the 8 ball in the game, you can make the last shot and the last call because you're not made to be the same. I'm telling you one more time, don't be afraid or ashamed to shed that tear, because that's what makes you real. They're just trying to make you unsurreal.
Girl.
You know it's real if I'm going to give you the slow snaps. Okay? You know it's real if I'm going to give you the slow snaps.
It's the slow slaps. It's the slow
Thank you
snaps
so
for
much
me.
for that.
Oh, that was so dope.
Thank you
That
so
was
much.
so dope.
Thank you so
And being
much.
the mother of a little boy, like I felt that. Like I've tried to encourage my son to be expressive, and he is. Like today was his last day of school, and when I picked him up, we were walking to the car, and I knew he was sad. You know, you know your kids. I'm like, what's wrong? What's wrong? And he started crying, and he was like, I'm not gonna see my teacher anymore. And like, I love that he's expressive in that way. Like he can tell me what is affecting his emotions. Like he's very good at that, and that's because allow him to cry. I let him, I allow him to have his feelings hurt and like be able to tell us, what's going on. So like that conversation is needed a lot. Long story short. Oh man, that was great. Make sure you guys follow Poetry Queen 85.
Thank you.
Yes.
Yeah, thank you.
And welcome, Subliminal.
Yes, welcome.
All right.
Subliminal.
Sorry, I'm late.
Nah, you good. Subliminal's been watching the whole time and dropping comments and all that. So then she finally decides to drop a mic. I'm like, all right. Welcome.
Friday show.
Hey, I do that too.
You already, I know you do that too. Y'all be coming in like, oh, let me see what's going on. And then after like half an hour, you guys are like, all right, I need to get on this mic too. Like, what's up?
It happens.
All right, so who we got next? Treza.
So up next, well, I'm gonna ask Flacco, would you like to share again?
Oh, I gotta follow that. Holy hell!
Okay,
I gotta
I'm gonna just
follow.
take that
I gotta
as
follow
a
Miss
yes.
Queen. No, it was like
So
I'm not. I gotta follow that.
so yes. So
Yeah.
up next to the virtual
Okay.
stage, we'll have Flacco, and then on deck we'll have Blue Flames the poet.
No.
Yes.
Well.
So
Okay.
now, so you
Queen,
ready?
many blessings. There's no way I'm gonna follow that with another poetry bit. You know, it was like I'm not. There's no way I can do it. The way that she did that work, I'm not gonna be able to do it.
She
So,
fueled your flame. She fueled your
well,
flame.
yeah, she fueled my flames, and then I'm over here scared about actually being a fucking father nowadays. It was like, yo, she's more of a parent than I am. Yo, she's fucking actually
Bruh.
teaching some shit.
Oh,
She's
you're a
actually
good
fucking
dad.
working on some shit. No, hell no.
You're a
She
good
doesn't.
dad. You're
You know what?
conscious.
No, I know I am. But she's more conscious than I am, and she needs to turn around and like give my son a couple of lessons because I'm fucked. No, I don't got those lessons in my lifetime. I really fucking don't.
Well, didn't you do a poem about how can my dad
Yeah.
Take
Well,
care.
she's a better father than I am. There's no fucking way I'm gonna be able to fucking do that shit.
Oh,
No, I didn't know my father. He didn't know his or whatever. She's a better father than I am, and I can accept it. Yo, come teach my son some shit. Because he's a goddamn lazy ass. No, because I'm gonna turn around, and this is the thing that like I grew up in Puerto Rico with my uncle, right? And then my uncle, he wanted to. I didn't have a father, so he was like, "Yo, I'm gonna teach you how to be a man and whatever." And then he started telling me on Thanksgiving, it was like, "Yo, you want to grow some hair and balls on your chest?" It was like you need to put Vicks on it and shit. So I turned around and do the shit, and I'm I was in the shower. I was like, yo, I want to be a man. I'm 11 years old. I'm a fucking retard. So I turned around and do it, and I was like, the shit started burning and whatever. And I was like, oh shit, it's actually fucking working. And then they turn around and be like, no, wait, hold on. I was like, okay, it's burning a little bit too much. Let me put some water on it and try to work the shit up. Worst mistake I ever fucking made. And I bust my ass out the fucking shower, slip my ass on the fucking floor, and guess what? That was my grandmother walks into the fucking door, and then she's yelling at me. Why the fuck are you naked when you got your fucking little cousins all the way the fuck around in the goddamn house? I'm like, and I'm trying to curse out my uncle, but I can't curse his fucking ass out because I actually respect him. So no. And then come years later, about 20 years later, I turn around and ask this motherfucker. He was like, yo, do you remember this shit? He's like, no, that shit never happened. I was like, it happened. It's ingrained in my brain. What the fuck are you talking about? He was like, nah. It was like, during that time, I was coked up, I was drunk, and that shit never fucking happened.
Cocaine is a hell of a drug.
No, it was like
he pulled a Rick James on you.
Him to this day, he doesn't believe that the shit fucking happened. I'm like, look, it's ingrained in my fucking brain, and I got the scars to fucking prove it because Vicks doesn't go away.
No,
that shit is
that's
like
crazy. You're supposed to look forward to the Vicks helping, not be traumatized by the Vicks.
Yo, I remember being a little girl and telling my mom, like, you always, like, I got really mad one time, and I was like, you always tell me to put Vicks on everything. I bet you Vicks can cure cancer. Like,
I thought Vicks was gonna make me become a man. That shit didn't fucking happen.
No.
Damn. You should have got no, he didn't mean the Vicks, he meant the Bengay.
The Bengay.
No, it was Vicks. I put Vicks on it. Like, I lathered the shit up. You see? So that's what I'm telling you. I got poetry and I got jokes. So boom. There you go.
There we go.
Many blessings.
I knew it.
That was a collective.
I knew
performing.
it. I was like, he's not gonna do poetry. He's gonna go
How
right
he
into
just
the comedy.
slid into that.
Yep.
I gotta show all my
Hey, but
showcases.
everything, yo. I think you might have been the pre-feature for the night. You did all three. You did comedy, music, and poetry, man. Shout out to
Yeah.
The
Flacco for
Trap
coming
Festa,
through.
baby.
Triple threat,
Trap
triple
Festa.
threat.
Hey,
Or let me push the button.
okay, don't give me too many claps. I'm not making money off of this shit. I'm not making any fucking money right now. So let me figure that shit
Do you
out,
have anything
and
else to share, though,
then you can
Flacco?
give me claps, huh?
Do you have anything else to share? Like,
Well, I don't
do you
know.
have anything you want
I
to
got a
try
theory on
out? that
maggots.
you've been
Are
working
you
on?
are you dropping any music or any projects soon?
No, I'm trying to figure out like my comedy shit because that's really what I want to do. I'm trying to
Cool.
work out like
When you
all
come
my
to New York?
comedy shit, huh?
Come to New York.
When are you coming to New York?
Well, but I don't know. I gotta start getting paid for this shit in order for me to be able to travel.
That's facts. That's facts.
I mean, you gotta come visit New York one time for the one time.
No, I really do.
There's mad people out here that have been waiting to meet you, Flacco.
No,
Yeah.
I know,
Come bless
I
the
know.
mics.
No, Treasure has been a good supporter for me. Like she keeps pushing me to fucking go do my shit. So, no, I definitely need to
So
go to New
that's
York.
why you should listen to me.
No, huh?
I said that's why you should listen to me from New York.
Well,
Yo,
yeah.
money will come, man. You gotta work to learn, not to earn, because you're gonna earn no matter what.
No, I know. No, but definitely, it was like I'm trying to get my feet cemented here in Richmond. I need to
Nice.
figure that shit out. I got some other fucking shit that I got to figure out. But
Okay.
We'll
but
figure it
definitely,
out, though.
I need to work
We're
on my
here,
shit.
open arms.
Well,
No.
we're here twice a month. Well, for July and August, we're gonna be doing it once a month because we need a break for the summer. But you can always come and practice your comedy here. I'm telling you, we don't get enough comedians that come through this stage. So like we would love that.
No, definitely, and many blessings. That's why I appreciate y'all
Yeah.
because y'all doing it. Y'all consistent. Y'all more consistent than me.
You are
So
definitely
it
a
was
real
like,
supporter
Try.
too.
nah, yeah.
I like that word.
You definitely always support and always check up. So
No, yeah.
I'm
was
here
like,
for you, man. We're here for you, open arms.
y'all teaching me. Y'all teaching me how to be
Great.
consistent. That I need to get off my ass and fucking do shit. So
Good.
nah, that's
Vamos.
great. That
me
and I'm proud that you guys are doing what you're doing.
Bueno.
Dale.
Very good.
Dale.
All right.
Dale.
All right, I talked enough tonight. It was like, let's get these poets on, and then let me take my ignorant ass off this bitch.
Oh, you were great. Thank you.
Thank you
Thank
so
you,
much.
Flacco.
All right. Hey, many blessings. I love you.
Who do we got? Who do we got?
All right. So who we got left? We got Blue Flames and Subliminal.
Yes. So Blue Flames is up on the virtual stage, and then Subliminal is on deck. So right now, put your hands together for Blue Flames the poet.
Yeah, Blue Flames. Give it up for Blue Flames.
From NY.
All right, y'all. Well, this piece is actually going to be a little bit shorter, and this is actually a piece that I did for my dad. Just like I did a Mother's Day piece for my mom, I have one for my dad, and Father's Day just passed. It just passed, so
Yay.
I want to share this piece with y'all. Because regardless, when the day goes by, when the day is over, it doesn't always have to be that specific day. It's every day. So here it goes. It's called Father's Gift. Hey, Dad. The many times you expect to hear that every day when you come home. A long day's work. For nothing? Not a word? Not a peep? How silly of me. How distant of me. That you are risking it out there so you could come back in one piece. You hold this family down even when you're not around. You keep us in mind, always. Never once back down from a challenge against anyone who tries to test your patience, intelligence, perseverance, persistence, and determination. You deal with kids on the daily while you got two of your own. I guess I'm the one that's a piece of work, as you do your best to prepare me. to get my battle armor ready when I need it, when the moment calls for it. Your strength will forever carry on the name, that it became your own, and not just larger family ties, time and again. That one day, I have to fill your shoes, but become my own to allow that breathing room. You need your rest when you can get it. The busy mind you've been, even with every loss you win, you want to bring out the best in people. If they don't accept, then they don't deserve you. That's the truth. I know I'm a struggle amongst everything else, but your faith in me continues to help broaden the scope of the dream I'm chasing. Easy? Never. Last minute? Never gonna happen. Either the plan's in motion or it's on the back burner. I appreciate you and all the sacrifices you have to make so you can see my vision through. Thoroughly and satisfying what's you, what's your real career path exactly? The blood, sweat, and tears that prayers gave you a reason to believe in me? You raised me.
Mm. Mm. Amazing. I love it. Shout out to the papas.
Yes,
They deserve
thank
love
you.
too.
Yeah, they do. They do.
Especially those who are around to be there with their kids, to be there with their families, to hold it down every single day, even when they're not there. They
Right.
still keep them in mind,
Right.
especially
Right.
for
Yeah, dads don't get enough credit. I'm sorry. Like moms get like, listen, I got a whole
Everything.
plant. I got a whole bunch of gifts for Mother's Day, and like dad got like a laminated paper tie that my son colored. Like he's like, you got this beautiful plant hanging outside. It's growing and flourishing, and I got this laminated tie. It's like this big. But yeah,
just
thank
like
you.
the fathers need their flowers too, man. The fathers need their flowers.
Absolutely.
Word.
All right. Well, we coming to wrapping up
Thank you, thank you,
our
thank
round.
you.
Who do we got coming up? Treasure, you're muted. We can't hear anything. You're saying all these nice things and we can't hear you. You muted yourself again. Unmute yourself.
Oh my god. It's a new computer, a new laptop, and I don't know what I was doing. I was hyping it up. I was like,
Still trying to
yes,
work
so
your
up
way around.
next we got the girl Subliminal. They're like, tell us where you tuning in from, Subliminal. Like,
All right, let's try it. Let's try it again with no mute. Let's try it again.
Thank you, Good Claims the Poet. So up
You're
next,
very welcome.
we have your girl, Subliminal. Tell us where you're tuning in from, Subliminal. Thank you for actually being consistent with us the whole night and for then blessing the night to close out.
Yes, thank you. It's the make believe microphone for me.
I'm from Houston, Texas.
Hey, Texas.
Yes, you see that all over the nation.
Yes.
Word.
And I'm gonna it's new, and I'm gonna do
New?
a play
Yeah.
on my name. So I'm gonna do a play on my name. So you may think it's one thing, but it's really something else.
Ooh.
I love pieces like that. Let's do it.
Imagine creamy, soft, exotic flavors bursting at the seams through and through before melting over your tongue. Lingering deliciously. Delicious delicacy felt deep in your esophagus, manifesting your soul's existence until nothing remains. Every bite empowering. Empowering and tantalizing euphoric nectar to your lips rewarding your favorite treat, cocoa beans finest, that finest winning masterpiece. You take your time. You take your time nibbling slowly while intertwining each seductive ambrosia abundantly as the aroma dances euphorious over, over, and over until your threshold and your eyes roll back. Willy Wonka ain't got shit on this. Cadbury who? Every morsel fornicating your palate, one phenomenal essence nugget. Vintage, Godiva's, saturating, penetrating, producing murmurs, drowning with delight, breaking you off a piece. Yo, Kit Kat purr, mastering your orgasms, enhancing something special, masturbating until you're squirting your creamy fill. Your heavenly aphrodisiac intensifies. It intensifies uncovered and uncovering your succulent chocolate covering strawberries. World's finest Asher break up nor fair trade serpent seeds your custom made sweet impression. Knowing how infamously addictive it tastes, you limit your indulgence. This exotic truffle will have you going apeshit. But you take your time. You take your time carefully peeling the wrapper, working your way down its length. It's tough not to nibble. Signature premium chocolate vanilla cream filled nougat. That's mother's gifted challenge. Heat surrenders and it surrounds you as you submerge these much needed pleasantries of dark chocolate to your face. Eyes fixated, glazed in amazement, you confess your daily intake. Time of the day doesn't matter. Clearly, consumption is the only important factor. The significance you possess to feast tames your inner freak. You are meant to be together 3 times a day, 365 days, 24/7. You see, Hershey's Almonds candy bar, it's my melt in my mouth, not in my hands. Chocolate addiction, and that's that drip.
Yes,
I,
yes.
I,
I think
I
my eyes
look,
are,
I
my
love it.
allergies are
I
messing with
love
me.
it. I'm not gonna lie. I love it. No,
I'm
I
not
love
gonna
it.
lie.
I think she was describing, and to tell you the truth, I think she was describing ice cream flavors, but I
Yes,
fucking
it
love
be.
it.
It was
Yes.
actually Hershey's Almond Bar.
The image, I was done. I was like, I
So
need
I
to
was right. It was ice cream.
go to.
Hershey's Almond
It was
Bar. It's a candy
it was
bar.
chocolate. Oh, it was an
Chocolate.
almond bar? It was chocolate, right? It was
It's
chocolate.
chocolate.
Yeah, exactly.
So okay,
It can go with ice cream.
okay. I mean,
Yeah.
no, put that bitch in the freezer and it's gonna come ice cream. No, I was right. Give me that credit. I need
No,
that credit.
I think
I'll give you that.
yes. I'm all right. I'm listening.
No, but that's a beautiful description. I
Thank
I, I,
you.
I appreciate that description.
They wasn't ready, subliminal. They wasn't ready. They didn't. They was like this at like because you could see I like we could see everybody that's backstage even though you're not
Uh-huh.
on the screen. So everybody's like this, and then she started like getting with the suggestive verbiage, and everybody was just like
We was all taken aback.
Hey,
people were like clutching their
We was all
pearls like
no, I was like, no. I appreciate the artistry. That was like, no.
exactly, man.
I appreciate the
Love
artistry.
how
It
you
was like,
flipped
hold
that
on,
right
making
there.
me think, and
Right.
It flipped it a
I'm
little
here.
bit.
But the entire time that she was saying her poem, I was like, hold on, she's not really. No,
Wait a
I
minute.
know there's something. I
she
was like, hold on. That's why I went to ice cream. I was like, no, she's describing something specific.
Chocolate.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
I was
that's why
like,
I couldn't give the title. The title says "If You Were My Chocolate."
yeah, no,
Oh.
and that's great. And you know what? To tell you the
He
truth,
said, and that's great.
of course it's great. It was like, how is it gonna be bad?
Yeah.
So
No,
you
she
started
is.
off on a
Hey, she.
great foot.
Yeah. Nah,
And then my
it was
allergies
great.
are bothering me, so my
And the
eyes are
more and more
watering.
that it happened, the more and more that she went on, I was even more and more intrigued. I'm like, yo, is this really ice cream? Like that's the way that I went through it. I was like, yo, what the fuck is
She
she
going on
talking
and
about?
made you question.
No, yeah, I was
I'm
like,
sorry.
no, but I knew, but she's so passionate, and I knew it had to be something. I was right. I don't give a shit.
Right.
All right,
Right.
forget it.
You was right
I
in
was
your
right.
own right.
That was
No, but
great.
that was a great piece because I like the wordplay. I like the way that she did it. She actually turned one thing to like the easiest
Thank
shit
you,
would
thank
have
you, thank you,
been
thank you.
just think about like sex, but she wasn't
Right.
talking about sex.
Exactly.
Like the way
Exactly.
that she did it, like that's I can't do that. I
See,
really
that's
can't.
exactly why I just said that I love pieces like that.
Yeah.
I love that.
Instruction book. Put,
Wait,
Just
what was
flip it
that?
on
What
them
was
like
that, Poetry Queen?
I said she need to put her words in an instruction book for those who have different.
Yeah, there you go.
Yes,
That's why I like it. It's subliminal.
Yes, but
It's
wait,
over with.
subliminal. You have a show like a podcast, right? That you do, or well, it's like a show people call. You featured me last year. I remember that,
Yeah,
and
and had
can you
a
tell them?
beautiful
Can you
time
just tell
doing
the
it.
audience about it so they know where to tune in and where all that good stuff?
So it's called Drip the Mic. It's on Blog Talk Radio. We have one for authors that if you have a book that just came out, you come and you talk about your book. Mine is Pulmonology, which is open mic. You can come and do what you like. It goes from erotic to conscious to love, whatever. It doesn't matter. Just bring it hot, bring it new, bring it. We don't care. That's on Wednesdays. The authors is on Tuesdays. On Thursdays, we're getting ready to start one called Bro Corner. The Bro Code. It's going to be basically what men go through and poetry and things of other things like that. I believe the first one that my husband's going to do is called Rep Your City. So for all you those, yeah, it's gonna be Rep Your City. We're gonna be going hard, and you're gonna bring what you got, repping your city.
I love it.
On Fridays, we have Erotic Fridays. We've been taking some time off because we want to revamp it, get it to where you can actually see it and incorporated that into it. So that's getting ready to come back on Fridays. And then on Sundays, we have an actual music. So if you have your music, we have an actual person who's actually in the industry who talks about the industry and brings different people on. She's had a lot of people. She's getting ready to go on tour with who is it again? Wait, what's his name again? Raheem Devine.
Oh,
So
nice.
yeah, so it's just gonna be huge, but
Wow.
bringing
See?
it back up again. You never know who's coming across.
And if you don't know where to find Subliminal, you find her on Facebook at Deirdre Subliminal Robinson. Let's get the hyphen because she did get married. Yes, girl. Yes, I remember.
Yeah, I just got married. A year is almost here. Yeah, it's almost here. Can't believe it.
Cool. Thank you so much for sharing. Make sure y'all
Thank
follow.
you guys for having me.
Yeah, get on those platforms, guys. This is a whole other audience that you can be able to connect with because people be in there listening and calling in for the shows all the time. I remember when I featured, it was actually a really great time. It was really good. All right, well, just DMC just joined us. I don't know if you're ready. The camera's not on, so let us know in the private chat if you're gonna bless the mic. I'm gonna spit a little piece real quick, and if not, we're gonna say good night. So let us know just what's really good. Let us know in the private chat if you are down to close out the show tonight. I'm only gonna do this piece because I'm featuring on Saturday, so I'm trying to like get these pieces out to see like what should I do for my feature set. So, y'all are like, in here with we're in rehearsal. Y'all part of the rehearsal, right? Let me see. This is a old piece that so I have this I learned from Jay-Z that in order for you to memorize something and fully have it memorized, you have to say it 18 times. And that's his magic number. That's how he memorizes his music. And I saw it in an interview, and I've seen other hip hop artists say the same thing with the same number, right? So I've definitely done this piece more than 18 times. So I'm just going to see if that theory actually works. So supposedly the theory is once you've done it 18 times fully like memorized, you will never forget the piece, right? So let's test it out. I have not done this piece in maybe like 2 years. I don't really perform it often. It's an old piece. Okay, cool. Just I see your message. You can close out the show after this. Thanks. All right, it's titled The Leap. It's titled The Leap. All right, let me search. Let me like upload that. Searching. All right.
Loading.
Loading. Yes, exactly. Dot. Never fall for a paradox like me, you see. I would write poetry on you. Skin soaking up my words as they creep into your psyche. Poetic enticement is my forte. Just read into me, baby. Promiscuous adjectives scribbled down your spine. Filthy verbs engraved across your chest. Fantasies penned. If you beg, I would gladly write again. Have my way with the very same words that stutter off your lips after I'm done with you. So never fall for a temptress like me unless you're thirsty enough to weather my tropical storm. You see, I'm an eccentric burst of summer rain that you love to hate as much as you hate to love. Don't slip for me, baby. I am torrential. I am downpour. A wrecking force you haven't quite yet wrecked. So never fall for a canvas like me. You see, there isn't enough paint on your palette to brush my silhouette one stroke at a time. You're better off finger painting a mural of your addictions between my thighs. I'm that frame that never seems to hang evenly on the wall, but you never mind slightly shifting me and taking a step back to admire my symmetry just for an excuse to touch me repeatedly. Never fall for a person like me that tells you to never fall for a person like me. Don't say I didn't warn you.
Yeah.
You got it all the way through?
Yes. Oh shit.
That was it.
There you go.
It worked.
That was
it.
Yeah.
Thank you. I probably gotta like spit it 1 or 2 more times, and then I could like feel really comfortable with it. Thank you. I don't know where Treasure went. Maybe she lost signal or something. She like disappeared. Treasure. Oh, there you are. Treasure.
Just talked you up.
I don't know. I hope she's okay. But yeah. So just DMC. Are you ready? Just.
Yes, I'm ready.
All right. Can we please? Oh yes, he got the whole show. You got the setup again. All right.
Yeah, all the time.
Okay.
What's good?
What's good? Hold on. Let me there you go. All right. Are you gonna stand in front of that sun the whole time?
Is it too bright? Can you
It is extremely bright. You look like you are like in a supernova or some shit. There you go. All right, that's a little better. But you're in the corner. Can you go to the other side, the other direction?
Hold on.
No. Yeah. There we go. All right. See, Just, I like that you work with me. I like that. What happened? You don't got the band there? You don't got where's your people's at?
Listen. We don't even. I don't even want to get started with that. All right.
All right, let me not upset you before you're gonna
They
do
was,
your thing.
yeah, they was. Everybody was supposed to be here, but things happen. People work. Got jobs. So I'm
That's
here.
true too.
That's all that matters. I showed up, and we gonna get lit. So I hope everybody's having a good time. We out
Yes.
here and we live on Friday.
Yes.
Y'all good?
Yes. What you got for us?
So I'm actually gonna perform one of my songs that are actually out right now. It's titled Birth. It's actually on all streaming platforms, and I'm really excited today because my album actually drops today. So I'm actually doing a whole release party and shit. So we gonna get live.
It's your promo right here.
If ain't nobody doing nothing now. We here. The album Ghetto Child is out now on all streaming platforms at Just DMC, JUSSDMC. Follow me on all streaming platforms. We ready? Y'all ready?
Yeah.
Since it's a one-man show, I gotta go off camera to start the music.
That's okay. Disclaimer.
Just letting y'all know.
Kick it, pimpin'.
Yeah. Let's go. Come on. We out here in Brooklyn. Come with me and Pete.
Wait. You froze. Hold on. Am I the only person that doesn't hear him?
Oh no, I don't hear him either. I see he goes.
Damn.
I thought that was me.
I hear nothing.
Justin, you froze. Can you hear us?
I know he's putting fire right now.
He's probably going in so hard right now in his studio
that we can't hear him.
Yeah, he was like a whole vibe too. Last time he came, he did like an amazing. He did the whole thing.
That's true. Yeah.
Damn, at least he froze in like a good way and not like making an ugly cry face.
He was like, he was about to,
That's
like,
a freeze
get a
frame.
shot
That's
in.
a freeze frame right there.
Just
You don't see it either. It's way over there.
Nah.
No.
The fucked up part is that he's performing right now and he doesn't know that nothing's working.
He doesn't know. That's breaking my heart right now. Yeah, look, there you go. See, it got kicked him off. Ah, he said Brooklyn, and Brooklyn was like, no. Brooklyn was not feeling that. Damn.
No, but even for that, I'm gonna check his album out tomorrow.
No, you should. He came through and performed at on this platform maybe 2 months ago.
Yeah.
And he did his thing. Like he had his crew. They was all rapping and shit. Like it was a vibe.
Yeah, I'll
It breaks my heart. Well, listen,
Yo,
I would
now
love to
they
hang
all got
out.
jobs. Did he say they all got jobs now?
He said
like they all got jobs.
I know.
I'm a one-man crew.
Yeah.
Where are they?
I don't know. I don't know. I'll reach out to him. I'll try to get him back on the show, maybe the next one. But he's in Brooklyn, so I'm gonna invite him to the open mic that I'm doing next month, so he could bless the mic in person.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
That way he won't freeze.
No,
That'll be like
that'll be a blessing for him, and that'll be a blessing for you. That's great.
absolutely. And if any of you guys are gonna be in the New York area, definitely come out July 27th at a spot called Star Bar in Brooklyn.
Yeah.
I get to make this one.
I won't be there.
You'll be there in spirit?
Yeah, I'll be there in spirit, but I'm not gonna be there.
I'll be there in person.
What's really cool is that I'm going to start featuring people now on this platform. So my first feature is going to be Miss Carter, who is a poet from Atlanta. And she's coming out here to bless the mic, and she's fire. She's been traveling all over the country, winning slams everywhere, like Vegas, Chicago. She's just over there, like just racking up on trophies.
He said, "What happened?"
Oh, Justin, are you? I don't know if his name is Justin.
Yo, so I did the whole thing. Nobody saw that?
He
No,
resurrected.
Oh,
we
we was
didn't.
calling you. We was calling you. We was calling you. We was
Yo,
screaming
that's
at you.
crazy. That's crazy.
You have enough energy to do it again.
I sure did. You know what? I'm here all
Yeah,
night.
he just
I am
rehearsed.
here all night. So let's go, I guess. Woo.
Come on,
Give me a second.
press
I'm
play.
sorry.
Make sure the Wi-Fi is good. Don't let nobody call you.
Don't.
Come on, kick it, Pippin.
Vamos.
I got my old head fucking language on right now. Come on.
Back on the fucking track.
Yeah. Woo. Here we go. Don't nobody hang up. Don't nobody close no browser, no nothing. Come with me and PA. Come with me and CA. Come with me and T-Vet. Come with me and Dream-It. Hey, come with me and PC. Hey, come with me and PC. Hey, come with me and PC. Witness the birth of my legacy. Open eyes wide like bird's view. Solid as they hold you. Moments that's as long as cold do. Hot baby race sauce, go back old school. Born to be a leader, just for do. To victory, stories and cold brew. From beginning to end, console you. Like justice every time, roll through. Listen, don't panic, let them cope too. Lost in something dark, we all go through. Live in the moment, don't rush, shower do. Which means stop jumping, believe in you. Come with me and PA. Hey, come with me and CA. Hey, come with me and T-Vet. Hey, come with me and Dream-It. Hey, come with me and PC. Hey, come with me and PC. Hey, come with me and PC. Witness the birth of my legacy. Realize you're more than what they say. Easy path from the turn down on way. Music gets on now today. Baby love is the reason I stay. Oh, come more than you know technique. Right comes with price tag attached to it. No more pain, change happen, I saw it. Tightrope, walk, imagine, you live it. As you fight, expect return. Greatness is currency alone. Dreaming every night on my throne. Crown, dark brown, leads to own. Come with me and be it. Hey, come with me and see it. Hey, come with me and achieve it. Hey, come with me and dream it. Hey, come with me and be seen. Hey, come with me and be seen. Hey, come with me and be seen. Witness the birth of my legacy. Come with me and be it. Come with me, see it, yeah. Witness the birth of my legacy. Woo!
Back on the fucking track.
Right out here.
Yes. I'm so glad we got you.
I appreciate it. Yo, Ghetto Child is out now, streaming on all platforms. I know y'all is over at 11, but you know, if y'all want to stick around, I don't know. I got the chance last time to do an encore. I wasn't ready. This time I'm ready. We go ahead and do it. If not, follow me on all streaming platforms at JustDMC. I appreciate y'all for just even being here and sharing your gifts with the world. It's not easy what any of us do. And we do it every day for the love of the art. So I appreciate y'all. Thank you so much.
Yes, John.
Yes.
Well said, my friend. Yes.
Thank you. Also something dark.
Make sure y'all follow Just. Look up his music, Ghetto Child. I told you he was a whole vibe. I wasn't lying. I'm telling you guys. So yeah, I thought we would end a lot earlier than 11, but we are just a couple minutes shy of 11, so it still worked out. I don't know how. I guess when things work out this way is because for me they were just meant to be this way. So I'll accept it. Before we guys leave, I just want
And
to thank you
Poetry Queen
guys.
helped out with that.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
She helped out with that.
Yes. No, all of you played a part in
No,
tonight, you know.
Every
I
Queen
thank
made
you guys.
us work our ass off because, goddamn it, she
Facts.
fucking ripped this bitch like a motherfucker. Like, there's no lie.
Yeah, she had everybody like this, like scratching their.
No,
Let me fix
no,
this poem real
yeah,
quick. 'Cause
well,
this
yeah, I
shit.
need to figure some shit out because Queen, no, she busted my ass like twice, and I had to follow her. I was like, that's some scary shit.
Well, you challenged me, so I took the challenge, and I'm honored. Thank you.
Challenge my ass. It was like you took the entire stage. It was like I don't know what the fuck.
Listen,
No,
yeah, all of you
That's
guys
what the
own it.
stage
You
is
guys are all
for.
phenomenal. I hope that you guys all followed each other, and if you didn't, Treasure will be sending out the email. And that's why earlier today she was saying it's really important that you guys register on Eventbrite for this event. Even if you can't make it, it's donation based, so donate $1. So even if you can't make it, you know, hopefully that dollar doesn't feel like a financial loss for you, because you get to register, and let's say you don't make it, you still get an email with all the information of all the poets, everybody that performed that night. So if just even though you may have missed blessing the stage, you can still get the information of who was here, so you can follow them and connect with other artists as well. So you know, just register, throw in that $1.50 if you know. We do a suggested $3. But if that's something that's, you know, outside of what you can do, $1 works, you know, a couple cents work as well. And you know, or you can come and drop the mic, but like Treasure said, you know, Eventbrite gets the priority when we're like looking at the list. That's like a guaranteed performance. But thank you guys. Leah V, we love you. We will be back
Yes.
July 23rd with an amazing poet from LA. Um, and I've got a lot of shit going on, guys. I would sit here and promote everything, but just follow me, check my posts, look at my stories, follow the Rose Garden events for all the flyers. And oh, if you want to get like notifications to your phone, you can actually sign up for the text list, right? So you can text J Rose, the letter J and the word Rose, to 474747, and you will get text updates. Trust me, I will not blow up your phone. I'm not like the, you know, the super crazy girlfriend. But you will get text from me maybe like once or twice a month. You'll get a text. A lot of times I send out exclusive discounts and exclusive like links to have access to certain events first before I promote it on social media. So, you know, sign up for the text messages. It's free. And all that. Treasure, I love you so much. Thank you for coming and holding it down while Leah V was on vacation. I hope that you learned some things. I hope that you like this experience. I would love for you to come back and do this again so you could get more practice and, you know, get step into that space because you are a leader, and I'm happy that you're finally like exploring that part of you. So thank
Thank you,
you.
thank you, thank you. Honestly, thank you for giving me the opportunity and pushing me and giving me you don't just mentor me, you really mold me. That's why that word before, like moldable, like I'm willing to be molded by you because I love the way you're structured, and I feel like structure leads to success. Like you can't have success without being structured. And I hope you guys feel special too because you guys just experienced me losing my hosting virginity. I
Yeah.
never
That's
got to host it
that's an interesting
before.
way to put it.
Co-produced the whole show and haven't even got to host. And I'm actually going to host by myself at an open mic on Thursday out here in Long Island that I co-produced. So this does give me a lot of help. Because even though we're doing this virtually, and I know a lot of you guys, like I'm still nervous. I still get tongue tied. I still get, like I'm thinking certain things, they don't come out right. So today was definitely a good experience, and I'm definitely hyped for the live show on Thursday. I know I could kill it. You guys definitely, you're always so supportive. I see your names all the time. And I'm glad that, it's crazy because I started Virtual Voices when we were on Zoom, and this is the first time that I've even been on the StreamYard. I've only been like doing the behind the scenes stuff. So it was dope actually getting to experience being live on YouTube. I feel like a celebrity.
Yeah.
Like,
Well,
and you know,
well, Treasure, you're not a celebrity. You are a normal person, so realize that. But either way, I like the growth. I like that you're working towards other shit in order for you to get yourself to where you need to go.
yo, Matt said sailing that Yoni River.
Yo.
No, that's the thing that I'm talking about. It was like, no, it's great, and I appreciate it because, goddamn it, you motherfuckers are giving me a platform in order for me to do my shit.
Yeah,
and I gotta appreciate that too. No,
I'm happy.
so
I'm glad that you're here.
No, so
and I
it's
love
all
the positive vibes we send. So thank you.
No, but it's all appreciation. It's all appreciation, and I'm an asshole.
Oh, I know. No, stop talking about my friends like that before I go all the way
We're
over
all
there.
little assholes, here and there. But yes, I love you guys. Thank you so much for sticking around.
Many blessings to everybody.
Yes, peace, love. Everybody stay safe. Yo, outside is open, so have a good time. Enjoy it. Like, this is time to really like embrace being able to connect with people again. Like, just enjoy it, do it safely. And everybody have a wonderful weekend. And make sure that you guys connect. Tell a friend to tell a friend. You can always watch the replay. This is going to be on Facebook and YouTube. It stays on the page. So if you want to go back and hear yourself and see, how you sounded and all of that, you can always go back and watch the replay, and share the link with people. Share with people. Let them know that you was on here.
Definitely will.
Yeah, thank you. Everybody have a good night, and peace out. Keep growing. Bye. Bye.
Just like that. 11 o'clock on the dot.